I'm a PlayStation fan too. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. One more time for the PlayStation Nation. The 1 year anniversary of the PlayStation 5. My God, this is going to be such a magical show. What is good, YouTube? What is good, PlayStation Nation? It's your boy Persona of Gaming with Persona, one half of the What's Up PlayStation podcast crew. And listen, man, I'm so happy to be here. I am your host for this week. And oh man, do we have a really good show for you all today. I appreciate all of you guys that are here. Appreciate those that'll be listening later on. If you can, guys, share the stream out. We're trying to grow. We're trying to get up there. If you guys can help us out with that, that means a lot. And listen, man, I'm really excited to be here. But listen, What's Up PlayStation podcast would not be what it is without the other half of WUPS, right? The best lisp on YouTube, okay? The king of the Bronx, okay? Mr. My boy Bari. Yo, Bari, man, what's good, man? Say what's up to the people, bro.
Good morning, PlayStation Nation. Don't it feel good to be a PlayStation gamer? 1 year anniversary, Persona, man.
I don't know how long. I don't know how long we can say that, with this whole PC. Let me check.
It's a beautiful day in the PlayStation neighborhood once again.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to another episode 61, guys.
Yes, sir.
Of,
yes, sir.
What's Up PlayStation podcast. It's a pleasure always being here with my bro Persona. And it's a pleasure as well. See you guys in the chat. And we're gonna be talking about the latest PlayStation news, man. Cause we got a jam-packed show today, Persona, man.
Yes,
Yo,
sir.
you cooked something up real good.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This week, man.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be a good show.
They didn't want to listen to us, Persona. I told them Spider-Man was coming in November.
Yes, sir.
Huh?
You definitely did.
Huh?
He looks good too. Pause. He definitely looks good. I'm definitely
I'm not pausing that. He looks amazing.
He looks amazing. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He looks amazing. I agree 100%. Bari, I say it every week and I mean it. I always look forward to the Saturday morning show with my bro Bari. It's always a great time. Talking about the news, game, and PlayStation. Chopping it up with the PlayStation Nation and also the WUPS Nation, right, Bari? Because listen, guys, WUPS Nation is growing out here, man. And if you want to know how you can be a part of the WUPS Nation, well, listen, all of you that subscribe, you're part of the WUPS Nation. But if you want to get your WUPS tees, the What's Up PlayStation podcast tees, listen, guys, listen.
WUPS merch.
Go to wupsmerch.com and grab yourself a tee, a hoodie. Christmas time's coming around. You want to get something nice for the kids, right? Something nice for a gamer that loves PlayStation and whatnot. Listen, man, we got some good merch out here, man. We got the old school design when we first started, which is Cloud. Bari's Cloud. I'm Zach, and then we got our brand new design, which is the versus image with Bari is Ryu, and I am Cyclops from X-Men, and it's supposed to be resembled.
Stop.
Ryu.
You from the hood. I know you from the hood, but
Ryu.
only in the hood they call him Ryu. His name is Ryu. Man.
Ryu.
How many cutscenes I need to watch and listen to hearing this man say, "My name is Ryu." Y'all still saying Ryu?
Hey man, listen, man. It's I've been saying that for years, man. So it's gonna be hard to break.
I have to. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I have been saying it
for like over 2 decades.
Yeah, since the game first started, but
exactly.
I changed it up ever since Marvel vs. Capcom Clash of Superheroes, my favorite game of all time. I changed. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna respect this man. His name is Ryu.
Yeah. So you can get the brand new design. We already got a couple people who snatched up our new design and bought themselves a nice hoodie or a tee, man. Shout out to Mr. Go Try Hard Guy Uchiha. Shout out to the Hatsuma. I know it's a couple others that I'm missing.
We got quite a few people that bought up some of the merch, man. If you did buy it, whenever you get it, just let us know. Tag us on Twitter.
Tag us, yes.
And appreciate you guys subscribing as well, man. We are almost at 2,000 subscribers. You know what I mean? So I don't know if we can make that by the end of the year, but that would be a dope goal.
We definitely gonna try. So definitely get your WUPS merch. If you haven't already. and you know, we appreciate y'all, man. Honestly. But yeah. So with that being said, man, let's y'all know how we do things here, man, with the rigmarole, right? We're gonna talk about these games that have released this week. And Bari, man, I think it's been a pretty good week, a decent week for game
Oh
releases,
man,
right?
you got gamers talking this week.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They're definitely talking this week, right? So this week, man, what's released is Reflection Second Light.
Oh yeah, shout
I
out to my
played.
weebs.
Yeah, I played the first one. I didn't beat it. I played a little bit of it. It's
That's
all
a lot
right.
of dialogue there,
Yes,
buddy.
sir. We talk. That's a Telltale game or something right there, man. Um, then we got Airborne Kingdom for the PS4. We got Bunny Factory for the PS4. We got Jurassic World Evolution 2 for the PS5, PS4. We got Tiny Tina's Assault on Dragon Keep, a Wonderland's one-shot adventure. So this for PS4. So this is like a prequel to the Tiny Tina's game that's coming out next year. That Tiny Tina game.
Look at that title, brother.
Yeah, that's a long. Yeah, that's a long.
Listen, who's this again? This is 2K.
No, this is Gearbox.
Gearbox, get it together. Tiny Tina's Assault on Dragon's Keep, a Wonderland's one-shot adventure. God, yo, what is going on? Gearbox, I need you to say that 10 times in a row. The straight 10 times in a row, please. My bad, son. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's.
I like Tiny Tina though. She's a dope character.
Yeah, I was thinking about getting this. Honestly.
Oh, you getting ready for the Tiny Tina?
Yeah, the gameplay that I saw for Tiny Tina, when we had seen it at one of the PlayStation showcases, it looks pretty good. And I'm like, all right, I can rock with this. Like, I like the magic aspect that they have with it. So I said, you know what? I think I'm gonna pull the trigger and pick this up. So I figured,
When does it come out?
This Tiny Tina's out already. The new Tiny Tina game is supposed to come out next year, March, I think 15th or 28th or something like that. It's next year, March. Yeah, I know. Listen, it's too many games.
March 25th.
25th, right? Yeah, that's. Whew. What those first 3 months of 2022 are gonna be like crazy, honestly. But
real talk, the first 3 months of 2020, I should see nobody complaining about playing any games.
Yeah,
Twitter should be kind of quiet for a while, like a certain week when a game drops.
No, Twitter should be quiet for like a good 2 months. Like, let's be honest, because Pokemon Arceus comes out January 28th, and then from January 28th all the way through the end of March, it's nonstop releases every single week, like big banger releases.
It should be like screenshots and clips being uploaded on
yes,
Twitter.
Yes, sir. Yes. I don't want to see no Twitter.
I know it's not going to happen because
it's Twitter. That's everyone's favorite game, Twitter. I said I wanted to pick up Tiny Tina game that came out just to kind of prepare myself to see, what I'm getting myself into. It's only $10, so I'm like, that's not really that bad.
Absolutely not.
But then we got 890B for the PS4.
Uh-oh.
Then we got
a
pretty old bunny for PS5, PS4.
That sounds like an easy plat. Go and get that.
I definitely do. Let me hit up iBad Driver real quick. And then we got Pantsu Hunter, back to the 90s for the PS5. We got Real Farm Premium Edition for the PS5.
Yo, that came out?
Yeah, man. I might pick
the premium edition?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
You want to be a farmer, Bari? Trying to take care of the cows and the pigs and the chickens? That's what you trying to do?
I always wanted to play this game, and it finally came out. You should have told me, man, before the show.
You're right, man. Go snatch that up off the PS Store real quick. That's all you. American Hero for the PS4. Epic Chef for the PS4. Gravitational for the PS4. GTA Trilogy for the PS5, PS4.
Wow.
Libble Rabble for the PS4. My Universe Interior Designer for the PS4.
Yo, there's a lot of sim games out here this week, man.
They're popular, man. They popular. On the Road for the PS5, PS4. The Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim Anniversary Edition for the PS5, PS4.
Yo, bro, wait, before you go, Persona,
how many times this game released, God? Like, yo, this is
my bad, yo. Because I'm seeing the comparisons. I don't know if this was like a remaster or this is just like a re-release, but there's no visual like changes that happen with this game.
Of course not.
From what I'm seeing people post on Twitter. It's kind of funny because it's on the PS5 as well.
Yeah.
But is it native PS5 game or is this a backwards compatible to PS5?
No. It's on. It's a PS5 version. Crazy. Hey, yo, listen. Talk about milking a cow.
Yeah.
Treasures of Aegeon for the PS5, PS4. American Hero for the PS4. Battlefield 2042 Early Access for the PS5, PS4.
That's a true name right there. That's the true name, right? Early Access Beta.
Bug Edition. Blacksmith of the Sand Kingdom for the PS5, PS4. Christmas Break 2 head-to-head. Here go them holiday games. They coming through.
We have to get these devs on this podcast.
Yeah, I definitely do.
These break games. We have to.
Yeah, I want to talk to them. I definitely want to talk to them and see what's their thought process with all these games. So Christmas Break 2 head-to-head for the PS4. Guyong for the PS5, PS4. Puzzle Frenzy for the PS4. Venus Improbable Dreams for the PS5, PS4. And Whiskey Mafia for the PS4.
Whiskey Mafia, whoa.
Yes, sir. So a lot of stuff is released this week, man. Like a lot.
This week was pretty big.
So now we are in the spotlight portion of the show, and for those who are new here, the spotlight is where me and Bari give you guys a game that we think you should check out. It could be a brand new game, it could be an old game, it can be a game that hasn't released yet. The idea of the spotlight is just to highlight a great game that me and Bari both feel very highly about, right? So Bari, man, what's your spotlight game for this week?
Very surprising spotlight game for this week. Sometimes I scroll around the PlayStation Store Persona, and I we do the games for the week, not just for the heck of it, right? Just listing off these games and like, oh, whatever. Some of these games, catch my eye when I, talk about them. So the one that caught my eye is called Crazy Gravity. It's a platformer type game. Little puzzles here and there as well. And I figured this game was going to be like a really short, simple game, probably easy platinum. You can get the platinum for this game, by the way. But it does offer a little challenge, man. So to get the platinum, you got to beat the first 12 levels. There's only about 16 levels in there, which you can just complete anyway. But the game is fun, man. I think it costs only like $5 as well. Mm-hmm. And I enjoyed it, man. I really enjoyed it. Where the platforming was fun, the level design was pretty cool. Like it's called Crazy Gravity because there's like 2 layers to the game. The top layer is like how gravity would normally work. Like, nothing is in reverse or nothing like that. Your buttons work perfectly fine. Mm-hmm. But the bottom layer of the game, that's where your buttons are kind of reverse. So left is right and right is left. And the puzzles, the platforming gets really, really crazy. Where you have to constantly switch back and forth between the different levels and the different like layers of the world. But yeah, it's not a long game at all. But I had a lot of fun with it, man. I had a lot of fun with it. It's called Crazy Gravity. It was like $5. It was like $5, and it's cross-buy. It's cross-buy too, so you get a PlayStation 5 and 4 version of the game. Okay. And it ran well. Like some of these smaller games, like it's really, really cool, man. It be catching me off guard, and really and truly, like how I. So we like I said, we do the games for the week, but sometimes I just go in the store and I look at the games that we announced, that came out of the week, and I'll look at like the screenshots, and I'm like, oh, this looks pretty cool. This look like a game that I will play, or an old school game I will play. Mm-hmm. I bought it, played it, platinumed it in about, I want to say, an hour or so, and yeah, it was pretty cool game, man. I enjoyed it.
That's what's up, man. I'm glad you was able to. It sounds fun, and it's
only $5. It gets a little crazy too, man. I'm trying to tell you, it gets crazy. Like the levels, like once you hit like level, like I want to say 8, because 8 was like probably the hardest one for me. Mm-hmm. Like once you hit like level 7 to like 10, oh my goodness! So you're gonna be like, oh no, I'm pressing left, but I should be pressing right because, like I said, in the reverse world underneath, your buttons are reversed. So It's pretty good, man. I like it a lot. Definitely gonna check it out. It doesn't cost a lot. I know you guys wanted me to say like Battlefield or something like that, but no, this week I really enjoyed this game.
Ain't nobody was gonna say no. I'm sorry. Ain't nobody was saying no Battlefield. Absolutely not. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Barry.
Yes, sir. But yeah, man. So crazy gravity, guys. Go and check it out. I guarantee you're gonna enjoy it. I guarantee you're gonna enjoy the game, especially if you like the old school type of, platformers that give you a nice challenge. But we appreciate everybody in the chat, man. See you guys. Persona.
Yeah, man.
Your spotlight game, man.
Yo, so first off, shout out to Light Gamer, man, for the $5 super chat. We appreciate you, Light Gamer. He says, hit that like button, people. Thank you, Light Gamer.
Shout out to the light skin crew, man.
Yes,
my man, Light Gamer in here.
Yes, sir. I'm the semi light skin crew, so I don't know if I qualify.
You are nowhere light skin, brother. I'm sorry.
You see my picture on you.
You keep referring to your
semi,
when I was a baby, I was light. Nah, brother, we talking about now.
Yes, but even now, I'm like a light caramel, buttery caramel. You see my damn picture. Bar, you've seen me a million times. You know what I look like. You
ain't light skin, brother. Okay, you ain't semi light skin at all. I'm not saying you dark, but you ain't light skin, man. It's okay.
You got it, brother. You got
everybody want to be a part of the light skin mafia because Stephen Curry's out here just bopping everybody up.
I'm not talking about no Stephen Curry. I'm like a light brown color. I keep a light brown. Brown.
Light skin. We fell off. I ain't even gonna lie. We fell off for a little bit. Everybody didn't want the light skin because they thought we players and all that stuff. But my man Steph Curry came back and put us back on the map. You know what I mean? Now everybody want to be light skinned.
Hey, I said I'm a light brown color. A light brown.
Yeah, he said Persona that he Drake.
Absolutely not. Hell. All right, so my spotlight for this week, man, is actually a game that has been shitted on quite a bit, and I have no problems defending this game, because it really is a good game. Marvel's Avengers.
Yes, sir.
Listen, man, guys and girls, I would never steer you wrong, right? And I understand that everyone has their own taste, but Marvel's Avengers, I'm really excited for this Spider-Man DLC, which we'll talk about that in the news. But with Marvel Avengers, man, I keep seeing people that are shitting on the game for the fact that it has live service elements. And oftentimes I'm like, have you played through the story? Have you played through the expansions? Like, the game itself, now put the live service stuff out of your mind, because really that stuff is not as invasive as people would lead you to believe, right? They see games as a service, they see gas, they see live service and all sort of stuff, and they immediately assume, it's going to nickel and dime me to death in order for me to have a good experience. And that's not the case with Avengers. The story in Avengers is really great, especially if you're getting into Avengers now, like present day Avengers. You've got over 10 characters to choose from who all play differently. All of them play differently. They move differently, right? You have a full-fledged story with Miss Marvel, right? Centered around Miss Marvel. And then you have the expansion stories with taking aim, the Flint, the Hawkeye missions, and then fighting for Wakanda, and then the new event that's coming with Spider-Man, which is with great power, great responsibility. There's a lot there. And then you have the multiplayer portion where you can do the Hive missions. The Hive missions are pretty much like a survival mode where you go through and you try to get to the final floor within a quick enough time. And they have all types of difficulties with that. They have the villain sectors, right? They have the all-out like alert, and then they have the raid that's coming November 30th as well. A 4-player raid with Claw, featuring Claw, that you have. So there's a lot there that you will be able to play and enjoy, and I do think it's a game that people should listen. When it started, fine. You want to think it was this and that, even though it wasn't, realistically speaking. But if you want to think that and feel that, fine. I've put almost 200 hours into this game. It's a great game. I think you guys need to check it out. That's my spotlight for this week. I stand by that.
Absolutely.
My second spotlight.
I'm hyped.
I'm breaking the rules. I'm breaking the rules this week. My second spotlight is Call of Duty Vanguard. Call of Duty Vanguard is better than Battlefield. It's not up for debate. But nah, let me chill. But COD Vanguard. Listen, I know the beta put a lot of people off, and I was one of them. But they definitely made a lot of changes here. Now, obviously, it's not perfect. There's still the issues of time to kill, which is a little off. And
There's
some
some
of the
cheap
and
shit
then
in the game.
the game balancing is that the gun balancing for certain guns is definitely a little off as well. That's something that they still need to fix. But if you're getting into COD Vanguard multiplayer, expect to be using either the STG 44 or the MP40, because if you try to use anything else, you're gonna get scraped. You're gonna get
All them
scraped.
shotgun, all the combat shotgun, because you can do cheap setups with it. Yo, bro, the combat shotgun, you don't even have to hit the person. You can only hit the person with one pellet off that shotgun, and
And
you
you're
will
gonna
get the
die.
kill.
Yep. Yep. It's good, man. It's good. So I enjoy it, man. I've been playing it quite a bit. So yeah, I definitely COD Vanguard. Really good games, really good stuff. And then yeah, so that's the spotlight, man. Um, so Bari, man, I kind of want to, before we start talking about the news, Bari, I kind of want us to talk about uh GTA Trilogy. 'Cause I know you played it. I've played it as well. I played all three. I dabbled in all three. Foot dipped, but I found my home at GTA San Andreas, because that, as much as I love Vice City, and I love Vice City so much, GTA San Andreas just resonates with me a lot more. And the memories that I have with that game from way back in the day. I remember I had to sneak to buy that game because my mom wouldn't buy it for me, because the chick on the cover and all that, and she wasn't trying to buy that for me, man. So I had to sneak and get that one, and you know, just having my friends over and like playing
Man, you
through
make
that
me
and all
feel
that stuff.
old, bro.
Yeah, I know, right?
Hey, yo, I got San Andreas during college. Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember this during
bro, you like
college,
you
yo.
like 30 years older than me, ain't you? Like 60? I'm only 30.
Well, I gotta, cause I remember GTA 4 I got in college,
Mm.
and San Andreas was high school, but I was playing it in college. That's what it
Yeah, when I
was.
was playing San Andreas when it came out, I was in middle school. Or like, yeah, end of middle school, like first year of high school, somewhere
Yeah,
around
I
there.
was in I was in high school.
Uh-huh.
Um,
San Andreas.
Matter of fact, no, San Andreas I got in college. Yeah, it came out 2004, right? Yeah, I was in college. And four I think came out like 2007 or six, something
Yeah, I
like that.
remember 4 came out on the PS3, around the
Yeah,
PS3
four
time.
came out on PS3. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
damn. I'm old, bro. Cause I was in college from 2002. I took a year off and I graduated in 2007. Yeah, shit. Yeah.
Damn, you was in college in 2002? Jesus
Yes,
Christ.
sir. Yes, sir, man.
Hey, yo, bro. Jesus. Bro, ain't you only like 35 though?
I'm 30. I'm 37.
Oh man.
I'm old, man.
You old. I'm
Yo,
getting
cause
better. I'm getting up
you
there.
said San Andreas. I was waiting for my mom. I was like, wait, yo, bruh. I was like in college.
Yeah, yeah, man. I was
Yeah,
young.
you young, you a young buck.
I'm a young buck, man. But all right, so, so with the GTA, with the trilogy, man, like, we'll let you get the floor, Barry. How you feel about it, man? Like, what's your thoughts on it? Is it worth
I
the asking price? How you feel about the updates and everything? Like, talk to us.
The first one I booted up was Vice City. Like I love San Andreas more so for the gameplay. But when it comes to like story, CJ was a great character as well, but I love San Andreas. That's the atmosphere, the vibe of not San Andreas, Vice City. So I had to boot that one up first.
Mm-hmm.
I've been playing. I played about 3 hours of it. You know what I mean? Just doing. I was like, oh yeah, I remember these early ass missions. Most like you fetch quests and all that stuff. Then I start going crazy real quick. You know what I mean? Just beating up people. Run it, ramming it into the cops. You know what I mean? Oh, you want to stop at a stoplight, copper? Boom! Take that. You know what I mean? And just driving away from the cops. So yeah, I feel like when it comes to this is a Vice City. I feel like from the ones that I play, the upgrade, I feel like it benefited that the most, in my opinion. because the atmosphere of the game, like the environment of the game, looks amazing. The car detail looks amazing again. You know what I mean? More so the environments I feel like took the biggest win. Some of the character models look good. There's a lot of them that looks bad, but I feel like what Rockstar did was that they just up-res the old models. They didn't really change the models up as far as these characters. You know, would you call it lazy? I wouldn't call it lazy, but it's not like they put in like a whole bunch of work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But so yeah, I think Vice City looked good. It plays good at 60 frames. I didn't have no like hitches or nothing like that. So yeah, Vice City to me looked good. But then I booted up Grand Theft Auto 3. Grand Theft Auto 3 to me personally, I think it looks rough.
You think it looks rough?
Yeah, I think it looks rough. Like just the way how the character moves, you know, I think that's just a little too dated. I feel they should have did a lot more work rather than up-resing the characters. You know, making them up-res in 1080p or 4K, whatever they did there. They just look weird. Like I feel like Vice City when I played it, yeah, they look more plasticky, but it looks better. But in 3, it just looks bad, in my opinion. It looks bad.
So you think
the environments though looks great. The environments look great. The frame rate for some strange reason in 3, like I noticed like frame dips, and I was like, that's driving, and I noticed frame dips. Well, in Vice City, I didn't notice any of that. But San Andreas, I didn't try. If I didn't download San Andreas yet.
Okay.
Because I know when I download that, I'm gonna be hooked. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna save that one for last. Because I know me and because the gameplay in San Andreas is just too addictive.
Yeah.
But overall, is it worth the 60? I would say yes, because you're getting 3 games, and I do feel like they did a great job when it comes to environments. The controls feel great. You know, some character models look good. Like I said, the up-res of these character models, some of them look good, some of them looks bad, but I can see how people can be like, oh damn, what the hell is this? But overall, you are getting 3 games now running at 60 frames per second. I don't think we ever got those games running at 60 frames per second. And you know, you can play it at 4K 60. The game looks good. And it's just a little bit more detail going on with the game. And yeah, the updated controls is also a big one for me as well. So yeah, I think it's worth the 60. You know what I mean? Especially if you like those 3 games. So, and if you haven't played them before, this is the best version of those games to play. So yeah. I don't really see a big deal with it. But I'm not gonna force people. Oh, you gotta get it. You gotta get it. If you don't want to get it, okay, don't get it. But I think it's worth the 60. To be honest with you.
It's funny. I'm actually surprised that you thought that GTA 3 looked the worst, because I actually thought that GTA 3, at least the environment of GTA 3, looked the best.
Now I think from what I didn't boot up San Andreas yet, but Vice City environment wise looked the best, guaranteed. Colorful, vibrant,
very colorful. Yeah. No, what I'm saying is like it looks the buildings in 3, and maybe that's because of how old it was, but I know they did a lot of like, you know, foliage upgrades and a lot of that stuff to 3. Like a little bit more work was done to 3, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. But I played all 3 of them. I put a couple hours in 3 and a couple hours in Vice City. But once I got to San Andreas, like I was on that, like it's on it, because, and I started that one first, but then after I played the other 2, I went back to San Andreas because that's the one that I really care about the most. The worlds, when I think back to memory, right? The worlds, because when I think back in the day when I played Vice City and 3, the worlds felt bigger than what they were now. Like as an adult, and I'm replaying these, because I haven't played these games since way back in the day. Like I only played them back in the day, and that was it. I never bought the new ones, the re-releases or whatever. I never really jumped back into it. So looking at like the worlds, and like, damn, these worlds just feel so much smaller than what they were. You know, that was like a kind of a shell shock. San Andreas, I think, is the only one that still felt big. Pause. In terms of the world,
San Andreas is a bigger game. Yeah,
it's definitely a bigger game. I think when it comes to how the characters look, I do agree that they do look a bit. Some of them definitely look, especially in Vice City. Some of them just don't look. It just don't look right, man. It's just like, yo, like,
Yeah, Vice City got like a little plastic look.
yeah, it's
Like
very weird.
you know what? I was dying of laughter when you know in the beginning of Vice City when you get in that boat and they had like the supermodel chick with the big kaboobs.
Yeah, she
Yo,
look.
she was still
Whew.
looking. I remember playing this game, you know, back on PS2. I was like, yo, they got big boob girl in here. Yo, she looked kind of crazy in in
Yo,
this
she look. Yeah,
remaster.
she look. A lot of them on that boat look really off, bruh.
Yo,
And it's
but that's
weird,
that's
but
what
it's
I'm
weird though
saying,
because
bro.
when I because when I look at the models on GTA 3, the GTA 3 models look better to me than Vice City.
I think GTA Miles 3 looks bad because what they did there is that all they did is up-res the old models of the game.
Yeah.
So like GTA 3, outside of like the main character looks amazing. But GTA 3 is like someone like I'm talking about like the NPC characters.
Mm,
All they did is just like you had this blocky looking character looking like Metal Gear Solid, and
mm,
they just up-resed it. So now you just seen that clear, and it just looks off. Like Vice City, it happens with a lot of the characters as well,
mm-hmm.
but some of them look actually good because it's a more updated game as far as you know when it came out.
Yeah, yeah.
And then San Andreas, you know, San Andreas had a different like aesthetic and look.
San
Um, I,
Andreas looks really good too, though. Like I think San Andreas looks really great. The world looks great. I think the characters definitely look a little bit more like all right. Like it's that you can still see it's an upres, but it doesn't look as crazy. Like it doesn't look as out of place as the other two games, in my opinion. Because when I'm looking at CJ and Sweets and Ryder and Big Smoke in them, again, you can tell that these are just upres and they really put a lot of developmental work into really making them look for the times. But because I think how far along GTA San Andreas was when it came out, the upres looks a bit more believable and a bit more acceptable, right? When you're looking at CJ and looking at his sister and everyone, it looks good. But see, the thing is, some of the characters, some of the world characters, like I remember one time I went into a Cluck and Bell. Yo,
oh yeah, classic.
man's behind that counter. Still, he looked rough, bro. I'm like, damn, this looks. He just doesn't look. He looks very out of place, right?
Like you remember the Kingdom Hearts like final mix remasters for
Mm-hmm.
PS3. I don't know if you played the PS3 versions. But even the PS4, we can do the PS4 version. Like some of the environments, like if you look on like the vines and like the Mickey Castle or whatnot, it's just like an up-res version of like the PS2. It looks off, and
Mm-hmm.
that's what they're doing with some of these characters. It's like, oh, it doesn't look like they really did any work here, but it just made the resolution a little higher.
Yeah, yeah. But I think I definitely think the driving in San Andreas is definitely the best out of all three games because I remember I was driving a Ferrari in Vice City and it just felt so stiff to me. Like it didn't feel.
Oh no, yo, Vice City got the best cars, man. I'm sorry,
No,
bro.
I'm saying the driving, like the actual driving itself. I think San Andreas driving is the best out of all three.
I have to boot up San Andreas, but I one thing with Vice City, I always love the driving. My favorite car in any Grand Theft Auto is always and ever would be the Cheetah. That car right there, yo, I be cruising. Yeah, the damage is low, but yo, it feels so good, man.
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
as soon as I saw one, yo, I took that dude out that John. Said, yo, get out of here, man. I need to get back in that Cheetah and let's see what's good, yo.
Yo, I definitely know what you mean. Is it worth 60?
Uh-oh.
Um,
You did that sigh. That mean it's not.
yeah, no, realistically speaking, and see, but let me put the disclaimer. I think part of this is also my bias of really loving Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, right? San Andreas is such a great game. I think San Andreas alone, I'm like, all right, I'm very happy. The other two, I'm be honest, I'm not really gonna beat those games. I'm gonna replay through San Andreas and beat that. I really just got on the other two because I'm like, all right, I kind of just want to see how these look and how good does it look on the OLED and all that stuff. Um, I don't think.
You just wanted a foot dip.
Yeah, I just wanted the foot dip in the first two. I don't think that. I don't think there's a big enough of an upgrade here to warrant the price. Personally speaking. Now, granted,
even the environments and the 60 frames.
The environments and the 60 frames look good. But for me personally, I'm all about remakes, bro. Like, I want these games remade for next gen, right? And I'll gladly pay 70, 60 or 70 a pop for the remake, right? That's what I truly ultimately want from the GTA series. This, I'm like, all right, this is kind of like a half-ass, let's get some quick holiday money with this, you know, because it's going to sell. I mean, shit, it got me, you know, it got you, right? And I'm sure it got a couple people in the chat. I think that's cool, but for what I'm looking for from these old school San Andreas games, I'm looking for them to get the Dark Souls treatment. I'm looking for them to get the Shadow of Colossus treatment. I'm looking for them to get the Dead Space treatment. That's what I'm looking for from GTA, these old school GTA games, right? Yeah, and also, why is GTA 4 not here, right? I would love GTA 4 as well.
Regardless on you preferring remakes, I agree. I do prefer the remake. You are getting the best versions of these three games in one collective pack. And you think that's not worth $60?
I think the asking price, personally speaking, yeah, it's probably good, but for me, no. Just because, nah, I don't really see enough there for me to be like, you know.
You think 4K, 60 frames, up-res environments, shadow, lighting.
No, I definitely no. I'm not saying the asking price is wrong. What I'm saying is just for me and what I was looking. No, them asking for 60 for this, I think is fair. What I'm saying is based off what I want, and what I'm going to play. I would have held off. Them asking for 60 is fine, right? Because, you know, they definitely did put a lot of work in all three games. Don't get it twisted. I'm not saying they didn't. But what I'm saying is after playing all three and really landing on San Andreas, I'm looking at it as, yeah, this is cool, but I personally, I could have waited or you know, I want a remake of these games, especially being on PS5 and seeing the capabilities. I want a remake of these games. And, you know, maybe Rockstar, they don't want to put the time into that because they're so focused on 6 or whatever, which I get. That's where I'm at with it. But now again, ladies and gentlemen in the chat, it's a cool trilogy. You know, don't get it twisted. But I'm good. You live and you learn, right, Bari?
No, I think I'm good with what I got here because I knew going in, I know it's not a remake.
Yeah.
I know it's a remaster, so I'm not going to judge it. You know what I'm saying? I think what you're doing is like you want a remake, which I agree, but this is not the remake, so I'm not going to base it or judge it off of.
Well, no, I'm not judging. I'm not judging it off that though. What I'm judging it off of is the basis of, with what I got, I'm content with what I got, but I'm also looking at it as I want more.
Yeah, exactly what I just said.
No,
because you want a remake.
I'm content though. I am content with what they put out, but I personally want a remake.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna fault the game or what they're delivering because you wanted a remake. I'm gonna judge it based off of what they're presenting.
Okay,
they never came out and said that this is gonna be. They was very.
They were very transparent. No, they were very transparent. So to answer your question, then, it's good for what it is. Yes, for what it is and what they put into it, it's fine. Cool.
You ain't gotta please me. I'm just trying to figure out what you are.
That is my answer. That is my answer. But all right, so that's the impressions. It's cool. It's good. Trust me. Trust us. But yo, let's move into the news, man. Let's talk about some news, Bari. And the first bit of news I want to talk about, sir, is something that I know you and I both are very, very, very excited about. And that is Spider-Man. Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. Spider-Man. Oh, the other one. What's the other one?
Spider-Man.
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 Radioactive 21.
Yo. Yo, man. So listen, Spider-Man finally makes his appearance in Marvel's Avengers. We have been waiting over almost a year for the wall crawler webhead to finally come through to Marvel's Avengers. And Bari, man, they released a trailer, and they also released pictures of some costumes, which we'll talk about that in just a second. But I just want to focus on the trailer and just focus on what we're getting with this new update. So with this new update, obviously we're going to be getting Spider-Man as a character. He's going to be coming. It's going to be coming November 30th. We're also going to be getting the Claw Raid, the War for Wakanda Claw Raid. That is going to be coming. And also with Spider-Man and his introduction, there's also going to be a With Great Power event that is going to be happening at the same time, where there's going to give a bit of kind of his introduction into joining the Avengers. So Bari, talk to us, man. How you feel?
I feel great about this, man. One thing I was worried about is like how original they're gonna be with the suit. I like the suit that they're showcasing here. It looks like the original and the movie meshed in one. But yeah, I'm liking the suit, man. The suit looks pretty good. What got me curious is how they're gonna have his ultimate abilities or his special abilities, like what his ultimate is going to be. I know it's probably going to be something with like his webs, but what his support skill is going to be. I feel like with Spider-Man, they should play into something with his spider sense. So like, like his once he pops that like support ability or whatnot, what I mean, he can just automatically dodge whatever. You know what I mean? I think that would be dope as hell. But
That
we'll
would
see.
be dope, actually. Automatically dodge, like it just auto dodges. You don't got to. It'll just auto
Yeah,
do it.
like
Yeah, that'd be
play
dope.
onto that spider sense,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. I think they're probably gonna play more into his gadgets for some of his stuff.
Yeah, probably,
Um,
probably.
I think a lot of his gadgets are gonna make an appearance, just like
Might
kind of
have
how they
like
have
a Spidey bot.
Samia. Yeah, yeah. Or like have like the Spidey turret that'll follow him around and shoot with him while he fights or something like that. I see
But
them
no,
doing something like
he
that.
looks good, man. The only thing that disappointed about the trailer is that it wasn't like no real gameplay shown here. This is more like cinematic stuff.
Hmm.
Because I really wanted to see how he's going to traverse in the world. But they kind of
I think he's
teased
gonna
that.
web swing though. Like I mean, you see him towards the end of the trailer. You see him
Yeah, they
web
teased
swinging
that
and
in the
all that.
trailer,
Yeah, I definitely think
and
he's gonna web
they
swing.
show some wall crawling. But I would be highly disappointed if the things that they show in this cinematic trailer he can't do in game. I'll be disappointed as hell if they do that. But overall, I think he looks great. I like the suit. Um, Gameplay wise, can't really speak on that, but when November 30th hit, everything is getting shut down because my boy will be being played and he will be level 50
Facts,
ASAP.
facts,
We gonna show you guys how to level up in this game.
facts. Definitely
Gonna
streaming
show you.
that.
Listen, the combo videos is gonna be ready for sure. It's gonna
Facts.
be up because I'm gonna be in that harm room, that's leveling up, training, and see what I can do with this character. And yeah, he's gonna have his own hero event. So it looks like they got people from the raft. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna include like villains and those regular grunts. They probably powered up from the raft or whatnot.
Hmm.
I want to see what villains they're gonna include here because I know there's gonna be a villain sector or a new villain introduced with this event. I want to see which one they're gonna choose here.
It'll probably be
For maybe
Shocker or something like that.
it,
I don't see
it
it being
probably be
someone major.
Shocker. I can see Shocker. I can see probably like a Doc Ock or something. Um, Hobgoblin would be too annoying for them to do. I don't think Crystal Dynamics is gonna do all of that. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting, man. It's gonna be very, very interesting, man. But yeah, I'm excited, man. I know I'm excited. Hey, yo, I know you're gonna go into the suits and all that, so I'm gonna save that for your segment because yo, I'm just so happy they brought certain suits in the game. I was like, yo, Crystal Dynamics, they're gonna bring every suit in the game for sure. But
Uh-huh.
Crystal Dynamics, they know what they're doing here. But I need to see that gameplay. I need to see that gameplay.
Let me I can't believe I thought I had it in the list too, but I think I might have missed it. But oh, picking his outfit. Yeah, okay, here we go. So yeah, with that, man, there's a lot of cool suits in the game, right? Uh, and you know, I there's definitely gonna be a lot more. So we got the Marvel Avengers iconic suit, right? And then we've got the Bugle Boy suit, which looks great, right? Then we've got the Secret War suit. I'm very surprised. I'm not surprised, but this one looks really good. Secret War suit looks really great.
I like their take. They didn't go too dark with the Secret War suit too. 'Cause normally it's a little. Oh, it is black, but this looks like it got some blue in it.
Yeah, like blue little accents and whatnot.
No, maybe yeah. I think it does have a little blue in it.
Yeah, it does. It does.
I think they nailed it.
And then we got the Spider Armor Mark One suit.
Yes,
Which
sir.
this looks good. They did. I seen a comparison of this compared to Insomniac's 2018 Spider-Man Mark One suit. Uh, it looks, yeah, it's like very
It's spot on. It's
yeah,
spot on.
spot on.
Insomniacs
Spot
is a
on.
little bit. Yo, Insomniac. I mean, they're untouched, man. They're a little bit more detailed, like you know, especially when it comes to the mask and just like the fabrics and all that stuff.
Hmm.
But they nailed this. They nailed this one.
Yeah, they did. They did. They definitely did. Uh, then they got the Spider Armor
And
Mark
I like the
3.
fact that they have the backstory because the Mark One suit was a good story because he kind of lost his powers and he didn't have his spider sense, so he needed to protect himself real quick.
Hmm.
Yo, listen, man, yo, the Crystal Dynamics, I like what they doing, yo, what they doing here, man. They got me, cause listen, Spider Man, favorite superhero all time, and the fact that they're taking the time and care into that, I respect that a lot, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be sounding very biased, just to be honest, because the
No, I
other suits that
respect
they're
it.
gonna be showing, whew,
Spider-Man Mark 3 suits.
yeah, that's a popular one, and they nailed this one too. Very
Yeah, they
reminiscent to
did.
like what you call it, Insomniac's take.
Very good. I like this one. And then the last one is the Noir suit, which he looks.
Clean,
Yeah, that one looks really good. That looks really good. And I
clean.
think these are all in-game shots too. So that lets you know, like you know how he's gonna look in game. I ain't gonna lie, that Spider Noir. I think I'm gonna rock that Noir suit with the jacket and everything. I like that.
Oh, that
I
look
like that.
clean, bro.
I like that. Yeah, I like that a lot. I like that, man. Yo, listen, man. I love this game, man, and I love that they keep adding on to it and updating it. And with these costumes, man, and with Spider-Man being added, this I think is gonna breathe some new life into the game for like people to come through
Oh
and be like,
yeah,
oh
for
yeah,
sure.
Spidey, and it's exclusive to
Black
PlayStation.
Panther did. Black Panther brought a lot of people to the game.
Yep.
Imagine Spider Man.
And the fact that
Jeez.
it's on, you know, PS Now and Game Pass, you know, that
Very
whole
very
spiel.
smart move because it comes out the 30th. Then they have the movie that comes out. When
The
the movie come out,
17th.
like the 8th
The
or the
17th.
17th.
Yeah, 2 weeks later.
Very smart. People
Yeah.
gonna be into that, man.
Yes, sir.
If they
So
don't play it in November, they're definitely gonna play it in December or January or something like that. So very smart.
absolutely. Absolutely. So yeah, that's Spider-Man. Listen, Avengers, man, y'all need to get on that, man. Like, you know, honestly, truthfully, y'all need to get on that. It's a good game. When Spider-Man comes out, I'm definitely gonna be streaming it.
Absolutely.
So you know, don't miss that.
We got a super chat
Oh,
from
we
my
do?
man Narik.
Yeah, shout out to Noriko,
With the
man.
$30 super chat.
Appreciate you, Noriko, with the super chat.
No comment. He said, "Your persona, great job. It's always a pleasure being here in the chat. I know I don't type a lot, but I always support you guys." That's what Noriko said with that super chat right there. Just letting you guys know.
Yeah, shout out to Noriko, man. We appreciate you, man. Appreciate y'all. All right, so let's move on, man. Let's move on from Avengers, man. The Avengers hype is there, though. Let's talk about the Game Awards, Bari. Because listen, bro, Game Awards
Eternal,
is a big thing, huh?
Eternal winning.
What Game of the Year?
Absolutely, man.
Maybe. I'll say maybe. Only because you know it's got a little competition because right, you know, Ratchet and Clank is up there as well. I do think Returnal, if they were to win, I do think that team is very deserving. So I would love to see How Smart get that win because that would just again, you know, getting bought up and becoming a AAA studio, that would be a good thing. But you know, Jeff Keighley, they released an article kind of just talking about Keighley was talking about, you know, some of the things that you can expect at the Game Awards this year. So some of the big highlights were there's going to be a lot of content for 2022 and 2023. Biggest lineup yet. 40 to 50 games to be featured in some capacity. New game announcements are in the double digits. So let me clarify here. There aren't going to be 40 or 50 new game announcements. There are going to be 40 or 50 games that will be shown. Some of those 40 or 50, some of those games will be new game announcements, and the announcements are looking to be in the double digits. So, you know, but see, that could be a bit misleading because, you know, it could be 10, right, or 11, right, which is still a lot in terms of new game announcements. There's going to be an orchestra on stage, and there's teases of true next gen stuff. Bari, what do you think? What do you think when you see all this?
It sounds good. It looks good.
Absolutely.
But when that show hits, I'm pretty sure we're gonna be like, damn. You know, because they make this junk sound good, right? They make it sound really, really good. And I'm not knocking Jeff Keighley because I think overall he does a great show.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to these reveals, the show I think is a great show, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's some stuff that I'm not really interested in, but I think when it comes to structure and, you know, this presentation and pacing, it's a pretty good show.
Yes.
But this over what you said, 30 to 40
40 or 50, 40 to 50.
40 or 50 game reveals. I think I
it's a
saw
lot
something.
Of fluff there. I think
Yeah,
it's gonna be a lot
I
of
think
fluff.
I saw an explanation where he said that it's tied in with like announcements of like TV shows that have like video games adaptations and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's not just video games. But the other little segment that he said here that, you know, there's gonna be reveals, like new reveals, and it's in the double digits. That sounds good. So I'm pretty excited for that. And the last one where he said is there's gonna be like some real next gen stuff there. That sounds good as well. I just hope that the stuff that's showing, you know, appeases to me. And you know, I can get excited for the stuff showing. I know for
whole
sure they're
thing
gonna have some
is
good stuff. They're gonna have some good stuff there, but I hope the show's not like 3 hours long. You know what I mean?
it's definitely it's definitely gonna be 3 hours long. It is because every show was. It's like 2.5, almost 3 hours. It
because
definitely
there's
is.
a lot of music and there's a lot
Music and
of
stuff like that.
I'm
Yeah.
here. They're gonna have an orchestra up there.
I,
But I'm happy for Jeff Keighley, man. I'm excited about him. I've seen his growth as far as what he presents to the gaming community. I like what he's doing. But some of the stuff can be cut down a little bit. But I understand the business side that he needs that stuff because
he has got a
you
lot
know
of
what I mean. It
sponsorships and
takes a lot of
whatnot.
money. Yeah, it takes a lot
Yeah.
of money to
I
run that
think
stuff.
I think first off, I agree. You know, shout out to Jeff Keighley. We definitely gonna have him on the show. We gotta definitely get him on the show because, you know, it'd be cool. I think with Jeff, I do appreciate what he does for the gaming community and the industry because, you know, he's definitely a gamer and he does this for the gamers. You know, he wants to keep this stuff going and stuff like that. So I really do appreciate, especially with what he was trying to do with the whole summer of games thing last year during the pandemic and all that crazy stuff. So, you know, I definitely appreciate him, and I do respect what he does for the industry and the community. I think my only problem is, and listen, it's business. It's you got to sell these shows and all that, and I get that. But the last couple of shows that he's done, they have kind of, I've walked away feeling like this was a bit overhyped for what was delivered. Right now, obviously there was some cool stuff there, but I've walked away like, this wasn't you know, this isn't like, you know, E3 2016 level of hype. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like how it gets hype. So I think that's my only thing when it comes to these shows. And listen, like I said, I get it. You know, you got to sell your show. Yeah. So I'm not mad at him for doing that. I just, I've learned to when it comes to some of these shows, especially the Game Awards, I'm like, I know there'll be some cool stuff there, but I'm gonna be a bit
I'm
cautious.
gonna be a little honest, Persona man. I'm gonna sound a little bit like I guess snobbish here, but
Sound a bit what?
I need PlayStation to have a stronger presence at this goddamn award show.
I
I
don't
know
think they will.
they like to fall back and have like one or two games being shown there, but I need them to have a stronger presence because 2020, the beginning of 2022, they're gonna have a strong presence as far as games. You know what I mean?
So
So
why do their presence need to be strong at the Game Awards then?
yeah, because just like the 1 year anniversary of PlayStation, Jim Ryan is alluding again to the over 25 games
Mm-hmm.
being developed from first
Mm-hmm.
party studios,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna be honest with you, yeah, I'm very excited for the stuff that's coming and we're gonna play, but I would like to see a reveal of some of these games, especially the new ones. I think that would be dope, and a lot of people was gonna be watching this show. You know what I mean? Let's not kid ourselves here. This show gets a lot of eyes on it. It will be a great time and a great opportunity to continue to talk of PlayStation by showing some of these reveals there. I'm not saying you got to show every single thing, but have like one or two games, new game reveals there, and show some older trailers like God of War and Horizon is coming. Show off a God of War release date here or the trailer. You know what I mean? That would be dope, especially if you ain't gonna do it, especially at your own state of plays. You know what I mean? But I need them to have a stronger presence, man. Last year it was what? What did they show? I don't know. The year before that it was like Godfall or something, and that was it. You know what I mean? I need places to have a stronger presence so I can enjoy these goddamn shows much more. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Um,
Yeah, show Final Fantasy 16 something. We need some of these joints to be shown.
I think Final Fantasy 16, that's gonna have its own thing. So I don't think we'll
I'm
see
not
that here.
negating that it's going to have its own thing, but I'm saying that you can bring new light to your game where more people is going to be watching this game award show than the Final Fantasy event.
Mm-hmm.
That's the facts. This
Mm-hmm.
show is going to get like 3 million live viewers on all the platforms that's being streamed at. You know what I mean? Not including all the people that's doing their own personal streams. And then after that, people's gonna be watching this stuff. The game of the year, that game is gonna get a boost in sales and all that stuff. It always happens.
Mm-hmm.
PlayStation needs to have a strong presence at this show. I don't care what Jim Ryan is doing. Jim Ryan, you need to have a strong presence at this show. Pop them trailers out. Pop them like Tic Tacs. Another one. Oh, another Sony PlayStation Studios. Pop them things out. My bad, Persona.
No, I think I definitely understand what you're saying. I do think PlayStation. I think when it comes to PlayStation and the 2022 first half of the first couple months of 2022, it looks very strong for PlayStation, right? Looking at this Game Awards, I think I kind of agree with what you're saying, but I also disagree because when it comes to PlayStation, or when it comes to this Game Awards, PlayStation is going to be sharing the spotlight with there's a lot of people competing with each other at this type of show, right? And having a game or two there, I think is good. I do agree. Like have a new game or two there, or show a new trailer for Spider-Man 2, because Keeley did say a lot of stuff about 2022 and 2023. Give us a new trailer for Wolverine, right? Or give us, a new trailer for Final Fantasy 16, or, confirm if Metal Gear or Silent Hill, whatever is being made, or whatever, right? That would be great. Um, but I'm also looking at it as, you know what? I agree. Because I was going to say that, there's also so much other stuff they're competing with there. It's not really their stage that they can really do what they want in that regard. But I think showing up and having some type of presence there, I do agree. I do agree.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, like I said, there's gonna be a lot of eyes watching it. You have a lot of games in development. Why not tease some of that stuff? It's gonna bring a lot of talk. It's gonna bring a lot of presence to the PlayStation platform if you show something off. You know what I mean? One thing like the other platform does really smart is that they showcase whatever game or reveal at this goddamn show where a lot of people's going to be talking about that game or whatever reveal is happening at that show.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Where it's going to be the talk of the town. If PlayStation should come out there and show some new reveals, that would be smart as hell. I'm sick of this.
What would you want to see though?
No, I'm saying
it don't matter as long as they're showing something.
As long as PlayStation showing, I'm sick and tired of this whole.
See, but what if they show?
They need a fallback or they need to wait it out. No, we ain't doing no wait it out nothing no more, man.
No, there's no waiting.
What you got?
No, there's definitely no waiting. But I think with and we'll talk about this later. I don't want to get ahead of the news, but I think the reason why they're keeping a lot of things so close to the chest is because they don't want to keep building, and this is just a speculation. But the hype is already so high right now for to get a PS5 and have a PS5. And with a lot of the games that would be coming out only on PlayStation 5s, there's not the stock there to really support the hype that's already there. Like the demand is extremely high. So, and again, this is just speculation, but putting out more games that are going to come out for people who can't get a console, I think is why they're probably keeping things very close to the chest and very careful.
I don't agree with that. I don't like that because at the end of the day, they're already 12 to 14 consoles out. You know what I mean? Their games ain't hitting 12 to 14 sales. So what the hell does it matter if some people, you already have 12 to 14 people have a console? You know what I mean? If a game hit 10 million.
14 million people?
Yeah,
okay.
As far as console sold.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Majority of those games not going to hit like that, within the first year. So, you know what I mean? It really doesn't matter if they have the stock or not because you already have people that already have purchased your console.
Yeah, but my whole thing is I don't want PlayStation to show their whole deck of cards.
I want them to show the whole goddamn card.
See, that's where we disagree. I do not want PlayStation to come out showing their whole deck of cards at the show or at a show, and then for the rest of the year or another year or whatever, like let's let shit come out. You feel me?
No, I'm not saying everything is going to be shown. I'm saying what's the point of holding back? You know what I mean? The console's already been a year. What do I benefit from them not showing shit? Oh, because we want people to build up. No, I bought one now. I want to know what's coming out now.
We know what's coming out for the foreseeable future of 2022 and 2023. We've got God of War. We got hold on. We got Horizon. We got God of War. We got GT. We got Spider-Man. We got Final Fantasy 16. We've got Wolverine and etc. There's like 6 or 7, 8 games that we know that are coming out between 2022 and 2023 and maybe even a little bit of 2024. So what you want to see? I want to see more too. But what I don't understand what you mean by you want to see what's coming when we know what's coming in 2022, 2023.
Every article, every achievement, milestone, they come out and say we got more than 25 unannounced PlayStation games that is being developed by PlayStation first party studios. Show me 2 or 3. What's the point of holding back? PlayStation 4, they showed you Horizon Zero Dawn in 2014. The game came out in 2017. Oh, was you saying, no, you should have held that back? No, you wasn't. You was excited until that game came out.
Yes, and I'm saying that I agree with you that I do want PlayStation to show some new stuff and keep that foot on the neck, the foot on the gas pedal and all that. I agree, but some of what you're saying I disagree with because we know what's coming out 2022, 2023. We know. So
bro, we know one game coming out in 2023.
Yes, Spider-Man.
Oh, so, 2. Pragmata and Spider-Man.
Pragmata, Spider-Man. Probably
what would be wrong? What would be wrong if they showcase 2 new reveals of games coming out in 2 or 3 years? What would be wrong with that?
Nothing. And this is why I said I agree with you in that regard. But I'm just looking.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm not saying show everything, but you got to show your cards. You got to continue to hype.
No, that's what you just said. I said I don't want them because you said no. Show everything. You want them to show, and I want them to show as well. But again, we know what's coming out.
When I say show everything, I'm saying like, yo, you keep just 2 days. Just yesterday, they brought up again the 25 games being developed by PlayStation. When I say show everything, I'm talking about mainly show some reveals. I'm not saying you gotta show every 25 games.
My whole thing is this though. 2020, we got shown all this great stuff with GT, God of War, Horizon, and Final Fantasy and all this other stuff. 2021 hit. We still don't got these games. A lot of those games got pushed out into 2022. And again, Bari, I agree with you, and I do think that they should show one. There's nothing wrong with showing 1, 2, even 3 new things. What I'm saying is, I don't want PlayStation to show their cards if they're not ready. We do know what's coming out.
It's not going to hurt you, brother. It's not going to hurt you.
No, it's not going to hurt me or anybody. But what I'm saying is, I wouldn't want them to show it, and then it's not ready, and then it gets delayed. Or are you saying? That's why I brought up. Want them to show it and no data, nothing. Just show what's cooking.
Yeah, you show what's coming. They did that with PlayStation 4.
Yeah,
it worked.
Yeah.
We waited 3 years for Horizon. We waited 2 years for God of War. We waited 3 years for Days Gone. It worked. Even though you still had games coming, you had a whole influx of games coming. Okay. Yes, 2022 is going to be amazing. Yeah. I'm excited. Persona, I have all them games pre-ordered. I still want to know what's coming for PlayStation in the future.
I do
Especially if you're going to have these shows that's coming out. You know what I mean? Like a game of the reason why I'm bringing it up.
My thing is this, though. I do as well. I want to know what's coming for the future from PlayStation, especially when there are articles that are coming out saying they've got 25 games in the development and all that stuff. I do as well. My thing is this. I'm not looking at PlayStation to do that every show or every big show.
I didn't say every show. I'm saying for this show.
But
this show is going to have a lot of viewers.
No. See, let me stop you. They just did their show in September where they showed us what's coming in the future. Why do they need to be? No. Why do they need to be at Game Awards doing what they just did in September? We know what's coming in 2020, 2 years down the line with God of War, with Spider-Man, Wolverine, and XYZ. So why do they need to do what they just did in September at the Game Awards?
There's going to be people that never watched that show.
Who cares?
Of PlayStation in September that's going to be watching this show, and you're going to get the same eyes as far as the view numbers, but you're going to have a different audience watching it because not only one platform that's focusing, it's multiple platforms focusing. So people that probably don't have a PlayStation, not interested, they see something that is new and revealed from PlayStation that could bring them to the PlayStation brand. That's the whole point of why it's important.
Do you think the Game Awards viewership is going to be higher than the showcase?
Bro, the Game Awards viewership, you don't see Jeff Keighley every year. He brings up the views. Yo, we hit 30 million views. The man streaming on Twitch and YouTube, and he's hitting over 30 million each show. He brings the stats out there.
Yeah.
Yo, a lot of eyes is on the Game Awards show, man. This show. That's why a lot of people, when they say Game of the Year, they focusing on this show. There's so many other shows that do Game of the Year. Well, for some strange reason, the show that you think is not being viewed, everybody focusing on this one. Why? Because a lot of eyes is on it.
Okay.
A lot of people's watching it.
Okay.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying PlayStation got to go. Oh, let me just show this game that's coming out in 2028. No, I'm saying that you got some stuff that you've been teasing for a year now. You got 25 games in the tuck. You showed some of that stuff with Wolverine and Spider-Man 2. Great. But there's other new stuff that you can show as well. We know that Spider-Man, Wolverine is coming. We know God of War is coming. GTA is coming. That's great. But now that you want to have an influx of people at this show that's going to be watching, it will be cool to see 2 new reveals from PlayStation. Because one, you want the limelight to be on you. You want the focus to be on you. You know what I mean? You want the talk of the town to be on you. Oh, PlayStation is delivering. We know that you're delivering from first party, third party. I know. We know. But there's some people that are just that slow. That says shit like PlayStation ain't got no games. Oh, you shouldn't get a PlayStation because the library ain't there. Those people are watching this show.
Who cares about them? that's how I think about it.
PlayStation care because
they follow that though. Like
you don't care about it, but as a manufacturer, they care about that.
Okay. All right, so we'll see what they show. Because if they don't show anything here, then they must not care. Is that the conclusion we're going to come to?
I'm not saying they're going to show it or not. I'm saying my opinion.
No, what I'm asking you is, if they don't show anything here, what does that mean?
If they don't show it, I think that's a L on them. in my opinion.
But
Is
would
it
that, but
overall for them?
is that going to hurt their sales? Not showing something new here. Will that hurt their sales? Will that hurt their sales knowing what's coming in 2022? Yes or no?
I don't think
yes
it's gonna.
no?
I don't think it's gonna hurt their sales.
All right, so then it doesn't matter if they're there or not.
Okay.
So
I reverse the question because that's a dumb question.
No,
I reverse the question to you. If they do show anything, would that increase their sales?
Possibly, yeah, sure.
No, yes. Get out of here, bro. Listen, you are talking to the question. You are talking to a question man too, brother. You ain't gonna get me with that. Get out of here with that question. That question, no, brother.
I love Bari, man. I love Bari, man.
I am not these Twitter dudes. You ain't gonna get me with that. He try to move on right after two. He think he's slick. Yeah, he think he's all right. Let's move on.
Hey man, my tactics. Some of my tactics don't work on Bari, man. Bari a veteran. Bari a veteran. You know the tactics don't work all the time. All the time the tactics don't work. that's how you stay sharp, man. You got to go against the big dogs. You get what I'm saying?
I ain't debating a while, but please believe it. This is what I do, man.
this is what I do as well. I quit debating though. All right, so let me get these super chats real quick before we move on. At the end of the day, I'll say this. At the end of the day, if PlayStation is there, it'd be really great, especially if they come with something new. I do agree that with this being the Game Awards and having such a large viewership, I do agree that PlayStation should have a presence just to capitalize and have something new. Even if it's one or two things, I think that's great. So I agree.
Yeah, I want them to have a good presence because normally they don't. That's the only reason why I'm saying that. I feel like I want them to have a presence because normally, like I said, in the past they show what Godfall. Last year, I don't remember what they showed last year. Do you remember what they showed last year?
I don't remember either. I don't think they showed anything last year. No,
I think they're going to have the Last of
Us, last year they showed Ratchet and Clank in the release date.
Oh yeah. They showed a little gameplay of Ratchet and Clank, right?
Yeah, in the release date. In the release date. Yeah. Ratchet and Clank in the release date. That's what they showed last year. That's what we got. The release date.
Yeah, 2019 they showed Godfall. Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
I think you're right. Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, guys, Bari won that debate, man. Like I know y'all saying Bari got you beat on this one, so he do. I give Bari his W. He got his. I got my L. It's all good. That one he won. He won that debate.
It wasn't really a debate. It's just more so like there's no wrong or right here. It's just a thought. You know what I mean? I want them to continue to push. Like, you know what I mean? It doesn't hurt you, the fan, to know what's coming down in the pipeline.
I agree.
That's one thing they did great with the PlayStation 4. They always kept you constantly thinking like, oh, yo, this is coming out. There's no way I can't have a PlayStation 4. Regardless, we know we didn't have a date for nothing for Horizon when it first shown in 2014. You know what I mean? It came out 3 years later.
2015.
Well, 2015. Oh yeah, was it 2015?
Yeah, it was 2015. That's when we first saw the game.
Well, 2015, and it came out 2 years later. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? We didn't have a day for God of War when they showed that amazing E3 conference. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But it kept you. And look at all that games they showed at that E3 conference, bruh. You know what I mean? I don't understand why everybody's so.
But see, we're not dealing with the same PlayStation. It's new management, new leadership. Like it's not the same.
Yeah, I get that, but that's why I'm saying that it worked in the past. That's why I bring my argument from.
Yeah.
Why I think it'll be strong.
Yeah.
Because you can't keep saying we got 25 games in the tuck. Then you know what I mean? Like you did about 3-4 articles this year saying that. You know what I mean? So yeah, we got the Spider-Man, we got the Wolverine. That was amazing. I'm not knocking that, but at the end of the day,
people in the chat funny. They say it wasn't a debate, it was a beating. Y'all funny, man. Let me get these super chats real quick. Viper Reap, man, appreciate you so much for the $4.99 iPhone user super chat. He says, it's a shame that you have to help people with reading comprehension, basic school stuff. Oh man. The Hatsuma, man, appreciate you for the $2 super chat. It says, morning all, chamomile and CBD time. Hey man, appreciate you, bro. It's Noel, and Noel, what's going on with you? They say, what's up, PlayStation gang? What's good? Yo, Bari, do that $40 impression with the movie Baby Boy, LOL.
$40. $40.
Noel, it's Noel. King Kiso, man, appreciate you for the $5 super chat, man. He says, I agree with Bari. Don't we get excited when Marvel show/reveal entire phases? I don't see the difference. Yeah, listen, Bari got a good point. You got a
It
good
gets you
point,
hyped.
man.
And when it gets closer to that time, when those games come, you're gonna be even more hyped.
Oh yeah,
because you just played some great games,
unless it gets
and
delayed.
now you got more coming.
Unless it gets delayed.
I mean, delays happen, man. Especially in these times.
Absolutely.
Delays is unavoidable.
Absolutely.
Hey, we supposed to be playing Horizon and God of War this year, brother. What happened? You know what I mean?
Hey, I agree, 100%.
It happens.
But all right, let's move on, man. Either way, I'm excited for the Game Awards. I can't wait to see what they show. And man, let's hope
is good.
Let's hope
you gonna be streaming it or not? I don't think I'm gonna be streaming it this year, but if he's streaming it, I'll
probably. I think I will stream. I gotta see because if he's doing that co-streamer thing again, I'm gonna sign up this year. And
what day does it land on?
That's a Thursday or Friday.
Okay, yeah.
That's a Thursday or the 17th.
What is it?
It's December 8th or no.
Oh, that's a Wednesday.
No.
Wednesday.
The 17th is a Friday. It's December 17th.
Okay.
That's a Friday. That's a Friday.
Okay, that worked. That's smart. That's a smart date. That's a smart date.
I'll probably stream that. But I'll know when we get closer because I got to see like if you're gonna have musical performances and all that. You know, I don't know.
You already know.
Yeah. But all right, let's move on, man. So VGC. So EA is working on a new Fight Night game codenamed Moneyball. Development has been halted, but the development has been halted until the next EA Sports UFC game is complete. I put this in there because you like Fight Night, Bari?
No, I never been a fan of Fight Night. I don't even know which one I played. I never owned one, but like friends come through or invite your friends. But I never played or bought a Fight Night game.
What? Yo, that's crazy. You need to go. The best one is Fight Night Round 3. In my opinion, I didn't really like Fight Night Champions. I would love a new Fight Night game. But I don't know, man. We're not dealing with the same EA like we were back in the day. So I don't even know if the Fight Night game.
Wait, so they saying they doing another UFC before they do a Fight Night?
Yeah, they say so. The Fight Night game is in development, but they pausing the development of the game to finish the next UFC. And I'm like, who cares about UFC? I mean, I know people do care about UFC, but I'm like, man, get out of here with that UFC stuff, man. I want Fight Night. But like I was saying, we're not really dealing with the same EA. So I don't even know if the game will hit the same. I don't know, man. I'm worried, man, because EA is very different now than they were back then. So, but we'll see.
Hey, man, listen, yo, Chuck, I could have easily said, yo, Persona, I love Fight Night. Yo, you remember when you punched a guy with your right hand? You know what I mean? I could have easily just lied, but I never really played them like that, bro. I remember playing one Fight Night game. I don't know which one it was.
How long ago was it? Was it like early 2000s?
This was college. This was college. It was like 2002 or 2003.
You played either round 2 or round 3. Most likely round 3. Was it on Xbox or PlayStation?
It was Xbox. I remember
round 3.
I remember
it was round
playing
3
as Ali.
It was round 3. You were most likely playing Fight Night round 3 because that is Fight Night round 3 is the best. So I'm fairly confident you were playing Fight Night round 3. Very confident.
Yeah, I barely played it. I barely played it. I know I was playing as Ali, and that was it. But I never owned a Fight Night game. So yeah.
I'm excited.
I could easily go on Twitter, you know what I mean? It's like, yo, man,
what? Fight Night was so good. I remember when I had to press X to punch and square to punch on the left hand, and oh my god, and then moving around.
Remember the character creator?
Bro,
oh my god,
remember Ali saying "fight like a butterfly, sting like a bee"? Man, that game. Man, that game was great.
Yeah.
Yo, that's how they be, bro.
I could have easily did that, bro. I could have easily did that, but it is what it is.
Hey, yo, Roy Jones Jr. was nice in that game. That is a fact. He was nice. I always played with Frazier though. Frazier beat your ass. All right. So yeah, Fight Night, man. I'm excited. We'll see what happens though. Another one that like really surprised me a little bit, Bari. This really surprised me, bro. Jump Force. Jump Force. It's
Mm,
time to say goodbye. You
yeah.
going on a trip. You got to dip. It's over, man. They getting out of here, bro. Bandai Namco has announced that Jump Force will be shutting down their servers. The availability no, well, no, excuse me. The availability to purchase Jump Force will end February 7th, 2022. So you will not be able to digitally purchase this game on any digital storefront anymore after February 7th, 2022. But then the servers will remain live until August 24th,
August.
2022. So you still
Shame.
got a couple of months to play online and stuff like that. But once the servers shut off, you really are only going to be able to play locally and do a lot of the single player stuff. Listen, I didn't buy this game. I'm gonna be honest. I'm a part of the problem, I guess. I didn't buy Jump Force because with Jump Force, what I was looking for was something along the lines of J Stars with Jump
Jump
Force,
Force is better than J-Stars.
I don't know, that beta just turned me off. I wasn't really feeling that beta, man, with like how you had to fight and whatnot. I just wasn't feeling it. So
Bro,
I never picked it up.
J-Stars is more reliant on like your specials. There wasn't really no combos to J-Stars.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody saying J-Stars is better than Jump Force, you are full of cap. I'm sorry. And Persona, you my brother from another mother.
So I'm capping.
You are capping. You are
Listen, man,
capping, and you are capping.
I wasn't feeling Jump Force that much, man. But I know,
No,
Barry,
I can get you're not feeling it, but saying the gameplay is better and all that, that's cap.
I love Jump Force, but I know you bought this and you really played it quite a bit, man. So I kind of want you to take lead here. Talk to us, man.
This is disappointing news, man. Because it's funny because it's not like Jump Force, the servers aren't busy. Like you can go on Jump Force right now and you can get games like that. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of surprised. It's not like you cannot get games, especially you want to play rank or you just want to do a lobby with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
He was gonna pop in there, which is weird to me, seeing that they're gonna actually close down the servers as well, in August. But what's funny is that, like me personally, I like Jump Force a lot. I like the gameplay. I thought it was cool. The story stuff, I'll be honest with you, I haven't even done the story stuff. Because graphically, I think the game didn't look good.
Mm-hmm.
I think at the time when J-Stars did come out, graphically it was much better because I guess the aesthetic or the coloring that they use, like Jump Force tried to go for like a realistic anime type character. Some of the characters that look off. Some characters look great in the game, but some of them just like, doesn't fit this engine or whatever you try to do here, this design. But gameplay wise, I felt like the game was great. It offered a lot to explore with characters. Some of these characters are really, really good as well. It's funny that you say you didn't like the beta. For me personally, when it comes to like the combo structure, I like the beta much more than the final game. Because the beta, you could did more. You can actually do infinites in the beta, but they took that stuff out. But yeah, it's a sad news, man. Once again, Bandai. I don't know what the hell Bandai is doing because I don't know, but I don't think did Jump Force do bad. I don't know if I saw something where Jump Force did bad.
I don't think Jump Force was as popular as they had hoped it would be. I think that's probably what it is. Because I'm gonna be honest, the game didn't look great, and that beta just. I would have bought the game, but that beta just really, really turned me off, bruh.
Like the thing is with Jump Force, like I see my man Jamar comment right there. You see this the same thing with Avengers. It's a lot. You guys just don't know. I don't know what the fuck you guys are talking about. You saying that Jump Force should be J-Stars. J-Stars is what? Took a collective of anime characters and put them together. Jump Force took more collective of anime characters and put them together. And the gameplay is better. One thing with J-Stars is that J-Stars, you're not really relying on like doing a combo. It's just more special spamming in J-Stars. Jump Force, you can't do special spam. You know what I mean? Like J-Stars, I remember people just they pick Vegeta and they would just back there with that big bang or the energy volley.
The Gallic
The
gun.
gal, you know what I mean? And that's all it was. Nobody was pressing square or punching. It was just spamming specials. My man was picking Madara, spamming specials. They was picking that what's the dude from One Piece, the Flame dude, spamming specials. That's all Jump Force was. I don't know how anybody can say that J Stars is better than Jump Force. Jump Force actually, it felt like a fighting game rather than some spamming.
You know what it
And
is?
all those
I
characters
think when you look at
all those characters that were in J Stars are in Jump Force.
I think
So
what it is that when you put Jump Force up against like DBZ Fighters, Xenoverse 2, now Demon Slayer and all that, Jump Force just doesn't compare. Like it's just not as. I think people are even still playing the Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm games and like those still getting more action. So I think people just aren't playing this game as much. Now it may be easy to find a
people
lobby.
aren't as playing it. People are not playing it as much, but I'm talking more of the gameplay. The gameplay is as sound as those games. Like when it comes to arena fighters, in my opinion, I feel like the best that I've played is Demon Slayer. My Hero was good as well. Jump Force is up there. Like Xenoverse is up there as well. Even though Xenoverse can get real special spammy.
Nah, Xenoverse is special spam, bro. Nah. Especially all people do in Xenoverse is they build up their character to have max Kai and then they just spam ultimate.
Yeah, but I'm saying like it can be special spammy, but you can also do like some cool combos in the game.
No one's knowing that though.
Yeah, but what I'm talking about, what the gameplay offers. Jump Force, the gameplay offers a lot, and especially like Jump Force, it brought new anime characters that never been in these type of games, like Yugi, Seto Kaiba is in there. Me personally,
when's the last time you played Jump Force?
Last week. I played Jump Force last week.
All right.
That's why I said, I'm surprised that they really ended the servers because you can get into matches really quick. Like you can get in matches pretty quick. Yo, Jump Force has the best lineup of anime characters in any arena fighter game. That's just facts. You know what I mean? So I just don't know. I don't know why. Because yes, things like Xenoverse is still up and getting supported. But yeah, that's Dragon Ball Z. You know what I mean? But those characters are in the game. It's just shocking to me, yo. I'm a bit upset that they're ending the game. But I think Jump Force failure relied more on how the game looked rather than the graphics. I mean, how the graphics is rather than the gameplay. I mean, because the gameplay was great. The gameplay was great, but graphically it didn't look as amazing. You know, and I probably turned people off. But the gameplay to me was amazing.
I definitely.
I'm shocked that you don't like the game. I think real talk. I didn't
play the full game though, so I only played the beta. So maybe if I were to play the full game, I would enjoy it. So, you know, I'm only my experience.
The thing is, the beta was more. If you didn't like the beta, then you wasn't gonna like the game because the beta was more fun, gameplay wise, because they didn't hold back. You could do so much crazy shit like the original the final game. They kind of limit you a little bit more as far as how much combos you can do or how long your combos could be. The beta, you could do you be doing 50 hit combos like easily in the beta. You know what I mean? But
I'm good.
They do have good mechanics in there. Like they have the escape in there. Like I don't know, man. Jump Force is great, man. I liked it. I liked it.
They're probably. I'm sure they're gonna come out with another like anime style game like that though soon. I'm pretty sure.
And you know what? Just because of this, I might not even buy that shit, man. Real talk. I know I'm probably capping right now.
You capping? You definitely.
Because I'm in my feelings. But I'm confused on why the servers is getting locked down. You know what I mean? I'm confused. Maybe because everybody's probably going to do their own.
I think J Stars servers are even still up right now.
J Stars might be. I haven't played J Stars in a while, but it might be up still. Yeah. Yo, Bandai is tripping, yo. Real talk.
Some other shit. But to keep in the realm of games that are being removed from digital purchases, let's talk about Konami. Konami will temporarily remove some Metal Gear games from digital storefronts due to licensing issues. And essentially, they're saying we sincerely ask for your patience and understanding as we work towards making these products available for purchase again, right? So the temporary removal will be Metal Gear Solid 2 and Metal Gear Solid 3 from digital storefronts, PS3, 360, Nintendo 3DS. We are currently working on renewing the licenses for select historical archive footage used in game. Therefore, we have made the temporary decision to begin suspending the sale of these games and all products that include those games from digital storefronts. So,
But if you have them already, you good.
yeah, yep.
I have like the HD versions of like 3 and 2.
Yep.
Yeah, the Metal Gear HD collection. I have those.
So it's gonna be Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty HD Edition, Metal Gear Solid 3, Snake Eater, Metal Gear Solid HD Edition, Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty, Snake Eater HD Edition, Metal Gear Solid HD Collection, Metal Gear Solid HD Collection for PlayStation, and then all that other stuff. Yo, that's whew.
Yo, licensing is a big thing in games, man. A lot of people want these games to come back, but these people want their money too, man, or they want to increase as far as what they paid before. There's like, no, we want more now.
This goes to, I'm sorry to steer the conversation here, Bari and chat, but I have to. This goes back to this whole people want. Never mind. You know where I'm going, though, Bari. You know where I'm going. You know where I'm going. You know where I'm going. People want all these great games to come back and to be remade and redone, but they don't want to pay the price for them, bro. They just think that these games are gonna just come back and be fine. No, there's a ton of licensing and red tape and all that needs to that you have to either renew or make understood so that these games can come back in a newer form or fashion. The way games were back in the day and how they are now, there's so much red tape involved now with stuff. That's why, like, remember back in the day, remember like mixtapes, and you remember, I don't know if you used to listen to datpiff.com. Remember Datpiff?
Oh yeah, thanks.
And remember all like the mixtapes and all that, where like people would take like R&B beats and all these beats and do like rhymes on them and all that. I used to love Datpiff. I used to listen to so many mixtapes on there. You know, you can't do that now, bruh, because the licensing and contracts and all this, bro. It's very hard. So pause. So when it comes to this stuff, man, this whole preservation thing and all that stuff costs money and it costs time. And if you're not going to pay what they want or what they owe, you're not going to get that, bruh. You're not going to get that, man. You can't expect to have something as great as this come back and not willing to pay a new price for that. It's just not happening. So, you know, you want greatness?
Yeah, look at GTA Trilogy. You know what I mean? Like, I'm surprised that not all the music's not there, but majority of the music is there. Like, I know that probably didn't cost. I know that cost them a pretty penny just to get that stuff back into this new version of those games. So
yep,
it ain't easy. A lot of games that we loved back in the day, I'm pretty sure they could have remastered them or remake them, but due to the licensing, like the perfect example. The Versus series, the X-Men versus Street Fighters, the Marvel versus Capcoms, those games could have been there, but I guess it's due to licensing. You know what I mean? Why they off the
lot of licensing
now
and red tape and all that. Hell yeah. But all right, let's move on, man. You know, if you got those games, grab them up real quick if you want them.
But at least this one have some type of good type of news where they're saying they're gonna work towards making these products for purchase once again. I don't know how hard they're going to do that, but at least they say something.
I also don't know how long that's going to take. You know, I feel like
that's what I'm saying.
That's something that's going to be like, you know, like, hey, you know, we're going to work to get this back. When? Soon.
Oh, so they're gone now too, man. Yeah, they're gone in the 8th. So if you guys didn't have these downloaded,
you done so.
Jesus. I think I got both of them on my Vita and the PS3. I gotta fire my PS3 just to see, because I've been getting in that Metal Gear mood. Like, I want to play 1 over again, but I just like, you know what, I'm good.
Yeah. Real quick, just for my Elden Ring folks out there, right? So the console specs got released in terms of like resolution and FPS. So for PS4, max resolution up to 1920, 1080p with 30 frames per second. HDR is supported on base PS4. PS4 Pro, max resolution 1800p up to 30 frames per second. HDR supported, no ray tracing for none of these. And then PS5, 4K, 3080, 383. I can't talk. 3,840. I'm sorry, by 2160p.
Oh, he
So
would say
4K.
3040.
Yeah, 3040 by
20.
2160. 4K with up to 60 frames per second. Obviously, HDR is supported, and ray tracing will be on the PS5 version via patch.
It's gonna be 4K 30 and like 1440p 60 or something like that, right?
Yes, I believe so. So the max resolution, that's I guess obviously fidelity mode will probably most likely be 4K 30, and performance mode will probably be 1400p 60. 1440p
Oh, something
60.
important right here too.
Well,
They said PS4 version can be ported to the PS5, and the save data can be transferred to the newest generation. However, the PlayStation 5 cannot be ported to the PlayStation 4. If you port your PlayStation 4 game to the PlayStation 5 and continue to play, your save files cannot be transferred back to PlayStation 4.
so essentially, you can't go back and forth. If you do PS4 to PS5, that's it. But you
Yeah, you
can't
know PS4 to
revert.
PS5.
Yep. Yep.
Which I don't know who would want to go back.
I don't know either, honestly.
PS4.
I'm excited. Seeing a lot of the gameplay and stuff for this Elden Ring. I'm actually really excited for that game. It sucks I couldn't get into the network test. I guess I was like, look, bruh, you ain't you ain't a Souls main, so you gonna have
I'm
to wait.
surprised this is supporting ray tracing. Maybe they're gonna be doing with lighting.
Well, via
I
patch.
doubt they're gonna do reflections.
Yeah, via patch though. So I'm assuming it's not going to be there day one. Yeah, it'll most likely be there via patch. Another one real quick, man. Barry, I kind of want to get your thoughts on this. So PlayStation is actually going to be PlayStation's Sony Semiconductor Solutions is going to be investing in TSMC, which is going to be a new chip manufacturing company that's being built. And PlayStation, Sony has a 20% minority stake, which equates to $500 million being invested into the chip manufacturing company. So I think PlayStation is really trying to get behind getting more control of who they're getting their chips from, so that they can ensure to get a steady flow of hardware out there in terms of what Sony produces. And you can even see here construction of the JASM fab in Japan is scheduled to begin in 2022 calendar year. And we see that I keep saying PlayStation, excuse me, Sony, the fab is expected to directly create 1,500 high-end tech jobs and have a monthly production capacity of 45,000 12-inch wafers. The initial capital expenditure is estimated to be approximately $7 billion US, with strong support from the Japanese government. What do you think?
This is good news. You know what I mean? Hopefully this helps to get the consoles in stock in stores, or better with that. Because the demand is super high. It's just the product is not there. So yeah, I agree with you 100% that they're trying to capitalize and probably get more control as far as the production of these semiconductor chipsets. And yeah, this is a smart move. Like I understand, because that demand must be really, really super high for them to be like, yo, you know what? We got to invest in this joint, because
I also think
we can't keep up.
No, I think a lot of other people they can't keep up, because look at what PlayStation is doing with they're chartering jumbo jets to get stuff, to get PlayStations and whatnot to other parts of the world. It's like, yo, I really think PlayStation is trying to make themselves more self-sufficient when it comes to the manufacturing of this stuff, so that they can get that product out there. Because I truly believe, I was talking about this yesterday on my show, if stock was readily available, like at all times, I truly believe that the PlayStation would be sniffing 25, maybe closer to 30 million right now.
So if they were meeting demand, yeah, I would say more so like 20 to like 22 or 23 million.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, if they can keep up with that, yeah, I'll probably see that.
Yeah.
With the PlayStation 5 for sure.
Glad I got stock in Sony. Anyway,
absolutely. Too much information.
Sorry. What they say.
Let them think that we haven't been invested in this since like 2016.
Wait a second. Do you guys even own stock? Why do you care what the company does?
I be wanting to say stuff when people be saying that to me. I be like, you know what? Let me just shut up.
I own 100 shares. Anyway, so listen, let's move on. Another delay. Oh my God, we thought delays were over, Bari. Listen, it's still 2 months left in the year, and 2021 said we are going out with a bang. But luckily, this delay is not too severe. But I know my Final Fantasy 14 crowd is steaming. Listen, man, Endwalker is all the rage. Final Fantasy 14 is one of the most popular games out right now, with 24 million users on them servers. They are hammering them servers live. 24 million live users. Live, guys. That means concurrent. That means them servers is getting hammered. And so everyone is clamoring for this Endwalker expansion that was supposed to originally come out in November. But unfortunately they had to delay it. Yoshi P, he pretty much was like, look, we need just a bit more time to polish and really get things up to snuff to where we want it to be. So the new date for Endwalker is going to be December 9th, I believe. 7th, which this is a PlayStation podcast where we talk about all things PlayStation, but listen, December 7th, Endwalker, which is huge, and then that Halo. That's gonna be a fight of the month, man. That's gonna be crazy.
It's a little funny to see you trending. Spidey and Demon Souls is trending right now.
Yes, sir.
Crazy.
Yes, sir.
But nah, man. I know a lot of hardcore Final Fantasy 14 people, and they're a little disappointed that it got delayed, but they're not too upset because a lot of people is gearing up for Endwalker. I'm super far behind, man. I'm super far behind in 14.
I'm too far behind where I don't even want to try to get back on there and get my level back up.
Yeah, because you want to do the other expansions before you even do Endwalker or whatnot. Mm-hmm. But
I know they have a token or something, a character skip token where you can get to the start of Endwalker's level and all that and start from there. But I don't know if I would want to do that. Personally.
Yeah, but you want to. I mean, yeah, that's for the people that just want to. Yeah, that's the people that's want to quick, but you want to do the story stuff.
Yeah.
But nah, man, like I told people, the biggest game to come out in the holidays is Final Fantasy 14. People don't want to listen to me. You know what I mean? 24 million live, and that joint's still growing because you never heard a game saying that we ran out of digital copies. This game did with Endwalker.
And you know if you create a new character. You can't create a character and get into any of the servers. You gotta wait.
Oh yeah. You're gonna be in a queue.
Yeah, so it's
especially in peak hours, you're gonna be in a queue in this game. But I haven't played it consistently like that for with 14. I would love to try to play it consistently, but there's so many games that come out, and it kind of is a shame because I'm such a Final Fantasy nut. But I know the thing is why one of the reasons why I don't really commit to 14 as much is because I know once I commit, I'm not gonna leave it, and every else game that comes out, I'm not gonna be playing. You know what I mean? So, I seen some of the stuff that happens, or some of the stuff that you can get. Yo, we have Michi consistently teasing us yo, this is what you can do. I'm like, yo, bro, I know if I start this game, it's gonna be over. And I dibble here and there because I do pay for the game to play it, but I don't dive in. You know what I mean? Because I know once I dive in, it's over. But yeah, that's a little short delay with Endwalker on the 7th. December, big month, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy, man. It's gonna be crazy. Sorry for the delay, man, but y'all, just 2 weeks. It's not too bad, right?
Yeah, because it was coming out the 24th. Now it's not a long delay.
Nah, it's not. Yo, let me get these super chats real quick. Yo, No Cap Podcast. Yo, sick, man. Appreciate you, bro. He said,
it was good.
And then shout out to Stony916. She says, what's good? They say, what's good, Jay Bari and Persona. Returnal for goatee. Yeah, man, Returnal definitely deserves that. I
I'll
agree.
be happy if Returnal wins it,
Yeah, I would agree
especially
with
if I
that.
don't see like Tales of Arise in that category. But
Hmm.
Returnal's in there. I'm definitely going for Returnal. That's my second,
Hmm.
favorite game I played this year.
Yeah, and then no cap again with another 199 super chat. It says GTA Trilogy for the win. Yeah, it's all right. It's cool. It's cool. Uh, let's move on real quick to Horizon. Yo, PlayStation's been putting out a lot of information about Horizon,
Smart,
bruh. A
smart,
lot of information.
smart.
Yeah, they've been putting out a lot of
This is
information.
what I'm talking about, man.
Yeah, yeah, they've been putting out a lot. I think they really want to make sure people know and understand like how different and how vast this game is going to be. And the information that I've been seeing, it's getting me, and like the little clips they've been showing, it's definitely getting me much more hype. But the new information, this information is surrounding the machines. So the standouts for this is expanded unique behaviors for the machines, more specific sounds from each machine. Overloads can now change machines' behavior. So they now have an aggressive and a defensive state, and machines can lead you to resources
Mm.
and more. Uh, what's your
Yo,
thoughts, bro?
did you see that blog? Did you see that blog and how long that article was, bruh?
Yeah,
That
yeah,
was a read, brother.
yeah. That was a read.
So that was a read on explaining how machines are rebuilt in this world in Forbidden West.
Yeah,
And one thing, I think all of us as a collective, one thing we noticed was the AI with these machines.
mm,
It's like, yo, these guys are moving much faster. They're actually chasing you down, chasing you down. That little gameplay that we saw, like typically in Zero Dawn, you can run away from the machine. But no, these machines was like chasing like a pack. They was hunting you. You had to go into the water. You get what I'm saying? So yo,
mm,
this game I feel like is gonna be super super good. Um, I'm loving what I read. I'm loving what I saw. What this things that Aloy can do. It's just much more dynamic here. Even though I felt like she was very dynamic in the first game. But just having these machines being much smarter and adapt to the abilities the new abilities they gave to Aloy, it balances the game. Where if you want that challenge, you crank that thing up on hard, and then now you playing Horizon. You know what I mean?
mm,
You playing that game. But
yeah,
yeah, I'm excited for that, man. Hopefully this executes well, and that got me hella excited in how they explained that with our overcharges, Aloy becomes much more overpowered, right? But the
mm,
machine behavior changes when they see that. So they might if they are aggressive enemy and you go into like overcharge, they might fall back a little bit, play a little bit more defensive until that thing run out a little. Yo, that's
that's
slick,
really
yo.
smart though, because
That's
that's like,
sick, yo.
yo, that's like, yo, man, like you understand how that's the stuff people. It's funny too, because that's the stuff that a lot of us have been asking for when it comes to game development.
Mm-hmm.
Much smarter AI, and based
Yep.
off what they're talking about in this most recent information dump, yo, man, this AI is going to be crazy within this world. It's going to be crazy for me. I think with Horizon, it's going to be crazy to see just how the exploration is going to be, right? Because if the AI is going to be this smart, it'd be cool if if when you're exploring, because obviously it's going to be such a large world, open world or whatever. You're kind of just traveling around, and like you just come across packs of dino bots or whatever, and like it's just always going to be a different experience. You get what I'm saying? If the AI
Mm-hmm.
is really, especially if they're adapting to your playstyle and things like that, it's really going to keep you on your toes. That makes me very happy, bro. Like I'm gonna live in this world, man. Like,
Yo, so
yo,
look at this little paragraph here. He says this is coming from Blake. He said a lot of the machines have various weapons and behaviors and can be used to create an advantage. This is not just in shooting off components and using them, but some machines might have some more passive states during which the player can sneak towards them. For example, if the machine is digging for resource in the ground, it will create a lot of dust. Aloy can use this as a visual cover to get closer. There's more. It's even more detail that going around, especially with the overcharge and stuff like that. The smoke bombs changing their behaviors and stuff like that. But yo, yeah, every time I read about this game, I get super hyped for it. But it comes down to mine. The question comes into mind like, yo, how is this going to run on PlayStation 4? Because this is coming out on PlayStation 4 too.
I don't think it's gonna be the same game, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. Everything that we're seeing is captured on PS5. And I truly think, and listen, this is not a knock on PS4. I just don't think it's gonna be the same experience, bro. Or if it is the same experience, how? Like, I just don't think it's gonna be. The same
It's funny too because Horizon Zero Dawn had like 25 or I think it was like 25 like machines in the game. This game is gonna have more than that. You know what I mean? So it's a much more expansive and bigger game. And you know what Horizon did to your PlayStation 4? I think it had your thing going like a jet. You know what I mean? It ran beautifully
that
though.
thing about to
So
take
shout out to
off.
Gorilla on that because yo, you know what I mean? That jump was optimized as hell on PlayStation 4. So I do have faith with them on that. But
Yeah.
just the fact that playing Horizon on PS4 and what that can do to them fans on the PlayStation 4, and this game is much more expansive, much more better AI, much more tools Aloy have, much more detail. I'm curious to see how it's going to run on PlayStation 4.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm very curious as well because if it runs good, like it's gonna be no room to complain, bro.
Yo, you know what? A lot of people, in my opinion, you know, when it comes to Zero Dawn, a lot of people like to compare it to like Breath of the Wild and all that stuff. But a lot of people disrespect Zero Dawn because the level of detail that these machines have is way more vast than anything in like, you know, Breath of the Wild. Yes, I know Breath of the Wild is like dynamic when it comes to the environments and stuff like that. But yo, the level of detail, like if you look at these claw strides, look at the little clip that they show here with a Tremortusk blowing an arrow on fire, and she's on this claw stride like using it as like a mount. Look at the detail that's going on. You have the mouth moving, the animations of each body part is moving, and the Tremortusk in the back is just blowing fire. Look at that jumper zone. Look at the detail in that, bro.
My thing is, I think with PlayStation, I remember when Horizon Zero Dawn first came out, that's when the Decima engine first got introduced, and it was a new development techniques where, and I might be my explanation might be a little bit off, but I remember them talking about how the way they developed Horizon Zero Dawn, everything in front of you, everything behind you is like deleted or like not there. So it constructs the world based upon where you're looking. So where you're looking is where the processing power or development or however they did it, that's where it is. So everything behind you or on the sides or whatever, there's nothing there from the way they explained it. If I'm explaining it correctly. And I'm like, yo, and that's why it looks so good on the PS4 and PS4 Pro. So if they're using those same, because obviously they're using the Decima engine here, and realistically, we look at Death Stranding, which is an open world as well, and that looks pretty good on the PlayStation 4 as well.
One of the best looking games out, like environment wise and all that. That game looks amazing.
That's what I'm saying, and that's on PS4. So if they're bringing those developmental obviously they're still using the Decima engine and using those developmental techniques with Horizon Forbidden West. I think PlayStation 4 can handle it, but I still think it's going to be scaled down to a degree. I don't think it's going to be as grand as it will be on PS5.
Maybe we'll see. We're gonna see.
Yes, sir. I'm excited. I'm excited.
We're gonna boot it up on PS4 too.
Hey man, you on your own, man. That thing getting booted up on PS5. All right, so let's get into a little speculation talk real quick, Bari. Real quick, because this comes from Bloomberg, but it's not confirmed. It comes from like insider sources and all that stuff. But essentially, PlayStation production had to for the next fiscal year had to be cut by 1 million consoles. So originally they had 16 million consoles that they were going to be doing in production. But due to component and logistics constraints, they had to slash that to 15 million consoles, man. This is obviously coming from like inside sources who did not want to be named. But Bloomberg is picking this up, so I think it's safe to run with this. Um, what's your thoughts on this, man? I think this is crazy.
Stuff like this happens all the time. Companies forecast,
Yes, sir.
and when reality hits, as far as when it comes to demand and actually having a product out or creating a product, and with these chip shortages and stuff like that, stuff scale. I don't think this is like it's probably big news for people that are like super invested. You know what I mean? Like those, chair, in the boardroom type of people. But as far as people that's playing games or that wants a PlayStation 4, I don't think it's a five. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It is a million, but
Bro,
stuff like
million's
this.
a lot.
Yeah,
A million's a lot.
stuff like this happens all the time where a company can forecast something that's due to how this is what they want to project or this is what they want to accomplish. But when reality hits and the numbers start coming in and other factors start coming in, it gets scaled down.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah. Well, I mean this with no disrespect, but I'm glad I got a PS5. Um,
Absolutely.
Let's move on real quick to some quick news. So Sifu has a big Sifu the game has a big announcement coming next week. Let's speculate real quick, Barry. What do you think that announcement could be? Because we know that the game's coming out February. We've seen gameplay. We know it's coming out PS4 to PS5. What do you think this announcement could be?
Yeah, to be honest with you, I really don't know because we already got a date. There's already like a digital deluxe edition. Maybe the announcement is probably going to have like a physical and announce like a steel book or something. I don't know, but I really can't tell you.
Yeah, I can't either.
What it is, because
everything
from the game we got everything already.
Yeah, and when I seen this tweet, I'm like, I was very surprised. I'm like, what? Really? I really don't know.
A big announcement.
Mm.
Co-op. Yeah, Black Bear said it in the chat. That would be a big announcement.
That'd be cool.
Yeah,
if they had co-op.
These are the same people that made Absolver, right? And Absolver had co-op.
Yes, it did. That'd be dope.
Or
if they had co-op,
like
that'd be
PvP
dope.
or PvP.
Oh, if I had a PvP mode, man, I'm definitely washing fools online. All right, yeah, that's cool. Listen, Outriders, real quick, a game that people, it could have been better, but it was.
I liked Outriders. I had fun playing that game.
So they have a big, colossal free update coming, and so Monday, November 15th at 9 a.m., 12 p.m. Eastern, they're gonna be doing a live stream on the Square Enix channel where they're gonna be announcing major updates to Outriders, squashing bugs, stabilizing servers, and tinkering with loot drops. People can fly has kept any big expansion plans close to the chest. So they're also going to be so it's going to be big update to the overall quality of life of the game, but also announcement of big expansion that's coming to Outriders as well. I'm excited to see because this game definitely could use a little more elbow grease in the development sector. So I'm really excited that they're really updating a lot of that stuff. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean this is cool. I think Outriders is a very fun game.
Mm-hmm.
It was just plagued with like server issues. Frame rate could have been better as well with certain things, but yeah, hopefully with this free update, they can expand with different abilities for some of these classes. Fix a few tree structures of where you can build your character out to be. I feel like you need a little bit more freedom with how you want to build your characters in this game, because this game is more so like you got to go down one path. You know what I mean? Rather than you can mix it up with here and there, but I feel like you should be able to mix it up. Yeah, you should be able to mix it up a little bit as far as like just creating your own build of a character. But I mean, we'll see, man.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it can pull me back in because really and truly, I enjoy Outriders, man. I enjoyed that game.
I just hope whatever expansion they're coming out with, I just hope it has a much more robust end game. I think.
Was it 3-player co-op or 4?
3.
Okay.
It was 3.
I wouldn't mind jumping back on that, man. This co-oping it up with people.
Yeah, definitely.
That game was fun, man. That game was dope. Yeah, real talk.
No, it was. I agree. I liked it for what it was. Got the platinum. Very enjoyable. All right, last bit of news real quick before we get into the topic discussion. Remedy. So Remedy just opened a new office in Sweden, and they put out a nice little blog post on their website. And two of the big things from this blog post is that they are working on a new control game, and they also are working on a new unannounced AAA game with Epic Games. Um, what's up, Barry? How you feel?
You already know how I feel, man.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
not the
you don't
biggest
like
fan of
Control, right?
Remedy.
Yeah, you don't like Control
No,
either,
I
huh?
didn't say not that I don't like Control. I like their gameplay, but the story, the characters, but every Remedy game is the same goddamn character. You know what I mean? It's this pessimistic, stressed out, depressed type character that have issues with a family or they self. You know what I mean? Like I want to see something different character wise with the game. Gameplay wise, the games are good, but stories is important to me. And I feel like the story with their games are not have been it haven't been strong. So hearing that because I still haven't even completed Control. Um, and
The
that's due
story
to
for
story wise.
Control, the story for Control is cool. I completed it. I got the platinum on PS4. I still need to play the Ultimate Edition. Um, the I didn't play the expansion either, but from what I played, it was cool. I like Jessie as a character. I do think she's really cool.
She
So
is whack, bro. She's
I
the same character like Alan Wake. She's the same character as Max Payne. She's the same. That's a female version, man. These stressed out, depressed. Oh, something's going on in my life. Like yo, all the characters are the same. Even the dude from Quantum Break, all their characters are the same, bro. If you really look at it, they're just in a different setting, and maybe one is a female or one is a guy. I want to see something different from Remedy, where like different character development, different like the gameplay. Their gameplay is always good in my opinion, but the characters and the story, for me personally, have been weak.
okay, I hear you on that. Okay. So that's the news, man. A lot of good news this week, man. Now we are in the topic portion of the show, the discussion, and our discussion this week is going to be the year in review PlayStation 5 edition, man. We're going to review, PlayStation and PlayStation 5. Obviously the 1 year anniversary for PlayStation 5 was uh Friday, right? So November 12th. So, we're going to talk about that, talk about, how we feel about the PS5 and all that. Barry, man, you got the floor, bro. Like, give us your review of PS5 and PlayStation for this year. For this year, 1 year
Yo,
anniversary.
I love the PlayStation 5. I love this console. I love the controller. I love what PlayStation is offering when it comes to games. Feature wise, I even love the UI. Like you know what I mean with PlayStation. I know people have like a lot of criticism when it comes to the UI, but after that first week, I got used to it and I fell in love with that UI. It just seems much better, more optimal to do certain things outside of going back and forth in the settings and going back in the game. They need to bring that tap back. PlayStation, bring the double tap back, please, with a PlayStation button. Remember with a PlayStation 4, you can go into your settings or you can go to trophies, right? And then double tap back and you go back right into the game instantly.
Mm-hmm.
PlayStation 5, you got to do a little bit more steps to do that. But other than that, man, I've loved this console. I've been very busy on this console. I love the controller a lot. Heck, I have 7 of these controllers. um, Everything that PlayStation has promoted with the console, they have executed and executed well. 3D audio, the SSD, you see with their first party games is just booming. Even some of the third party games booming. The sound that it just offers a different immersion when it comes to these games, man. Like the level of detail and quality is just different when it comes to PlayStation. But I do have my gripes as well. And that is with cross generational games. I understand the first year, that's why I'm not gonna be too critical. But 2022, the reason why these games are delayed. There were 2021 games got delayed, but I feel like 2022 second half of 2022, you shouldn't be having that much cross generational games. I mean, focus on the PS5 because that's what we want. That's what we paid for. Um, Other feature sets, I kind of want that's like small little, little gripes here and there with the sorting. I think they need to fix that. But everything I really had an issue with, they kind of addressed within that first year. You know what I mean? The expansion SSDs in there, the fact that we can push our PS5 games as like a into the external hard drives like storage. I felt like that was needed. That was smart. Like the PlayStation controller kept getting updated as far as like, you know what I mean, just seeing how these games and how the sound come out. Like I even like the sound coming out the speakers of the PlayStation 5, DualSense 5. Yeah, man, it's not too much faults I can say about the PlayStation 5 in the first year outside of the cross generational stuff, and just a little bit more polished when it comes to certain things of like the store and the UI. But overall, I have had a very positive experience with it, and I'm giving it a 9.5 out of 10 for the first year of the PlayStation 5. Because majority of my personal issues has been fixed within a year of the PlayStation 5.
Yeah.
And the games, what really matters, have been amazing.
Yes, sir.
I've had a lot of fun with them. And yeah, you know, just an offer for different immersion, a different type of gameplay, man. I like it. PlayStation 5. And the thing about it is that, yeah, the first year was great, but they also showed the future as well. What in 2022 is going to be even crazier. So I think the PlayStation 5, man, is a great spot. It does have room to grow. But for me personally, very, 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 very positive experience, and I've been loving it, man. And I have a digital console. Amazing.
Mhm. Yeah, for me, man, because you know I talked about this yesterday, but I was mostly talking about PlayStation and PlayStation 5. I'm really just gonna stick to PlayStation during this conversation. So with the PlayStation, man, I definitely think the PlayStation 5 is the most advanced home console out right now. Um, I know a lot of people like question, huh? Like, and just you know, if you didn't watch Road to PlayStation 5 with Mark Cerny, go and watch that. I'm not going to explain it to you. Um, and with what PlayStation has been doing so far in terms of providing next gen experiences, both through gaming and through um, quality of life improvements of how you game on PlayStation, it really is night and day different when you compare it to the PlayStation 4. And you know, you definitely feel the next gen isms, especially when you hold that DualSense controller, especially when you're playing games that support the DualSense, right? Remember they said DualSense wasn't going to get supported by people outside of out of PlayStation devs, and look, you know, everyone wants to
Wrong.
support it because it's the most
Exactly.
advanced controller out right now. You know, adaptive trigger, haptic feedback, it's great. When it comes to the games, you know, great games that did release. Again, the launch lineup was one of the strongest launch lineups, and you know those games are still charting to this day. You know, Miles Morales is always in the top 10, which is good. And then obviously you look at Returnal and Ratchet and Clank and a lot of the other games that have released or had next gen updates, and it's definitely a quality experience. The UI I've grown to. Well, I always liked the UI, but now it's like I can't see myself going back either because of uh, what it's offering. You know, and actually integrating the PlayStation Store into the actual. You know, now it's not a website anymore. It's integrated into the console. Well, into the UX or whatever. Great. And then you know when you look at it coupled with the PlayStation app, it makes life so much easier, right? You know when you look at the still like you know in terms of like the expandable storage and all that, I love that as well. I love what they did with that. And for me as a gamer and someone who enjoys PlayStation, I really am happy with the console. I really am happy with what they're offering, and looking into 2022, I'm definitely extremely happy with what is to come. My gripes, honestly, are more so with PlayStation and not the PlayStation 5, right? With the whole, you know, I talked about this yesterday, but the whole PC stuff, and then the whole cross generational stuff that's still being a thing in 2022, and you know things like that. But that's not necessarily a reflection of PlayStation 5 console. That's more so with what PlayStation has been doing. But when it comes to the PlayStation 5 console, there's a reason why it's the most popular console out. There's a reason why It's highly sought after, and it's a reason why PlayStation can't keep these consoles on the shelves. It's because it's a great console. I also have the digital edition, and I couldn't be happier. It's quiet, it's sleek, and it's big. Pause. But it fits my desk, if that makes sense, right? Like, I never look at the PlayStation 5 and think, oh wow, this looks like an eyesore, or it looks out of place, in my opinion. Some people may feel different, and that's cool. These are my thoughts, so it is what it is. So yeah, I'm very happy with the PlayStation 5. I'm gonna have to give it the first year of PlayStation 5 and what it has offered. I will give it a 9 out of 10. And here's to another great year. Here's
yes,
to the
sir.
future. Here's to the future of PlayStation.
What a beautiful year, Persona.
Yo, it's really been a great year. Plus the social aspect of, like, the game base and sharing stuff is much more easy, and being able to, like, cut clips and all that is much more easy, much more streamlined. Just gaming on PlayStation 5 it's just such a great experience, because everything is much more responsive and streamlined. And it's so fun to share gaming on Twitter, right? Or upload stuff to YouTube, or save screenshots, or whatever.
I don't like the fact that I can't curse though when I share.
Yeah, I don't like that either. I don't know why they did that. Like, stop
I'm
trying
an
to
adult,
police.
and you housing me talking about profanity. You're like, yo, it's an adult account.
Yeah, I agree. But yeah, man. So that's my year in review, man. Here's to another year. Here's to another 3 to 4 or 5 years. I'm very happy, and yeah, that's pretty much it for me.
Very, very happy with the PlayStation 5. It could be better, but I think overall, it's been a great year.
Yes.
And I mean, it's been a very great year. Like, you had a lot of stuff to play, from first party, second party, third party. It's a lot of stuff in here, man. But yeah, hopefully they improve, especially like with the trimming of like clips. It can improve upon that. I think the PS4 did that better. Because you can choose what timing you can clip from, like 1 second or 5 seconds or 10 seconds.
Yeah, I don't know why they got rid of that. They definitely need to add that back.
Yeah, they need to add that back. But yeah, man, I love it, man. I love the DualSense. One of them definitely did drift on me. PlayStation, I need you to whatever new DualSense you have, fix that drifting issue. That's a very popular issue. If you're scared to open up your DualSense, then you're not going to fix the issue. But it's probably like dusting your controller or something, so you got to open it up and like get a duster or a brush and brush it out. But yeah, they definitely need to fix that drifting issue with it, because I was scared at first, man. When my jump was drifting a little bit, Persona, I was like, wait, what the hell? Mm-hmm. Why is Miles that's going all the way to the left, brother? You know what I mean? I'm over here trying to edit a clip, and then it keep going to the left. But I got up in there, especially when I got that button, the Extreme Mates thing. That's when I felt more comfortable opening my PlayStation DualSense controllers, and I'm like, you know what? Open these things up, go to the analog, clean them out. Just kept it moving. You know what I mean? Yeah. But yeah, I really truly I love the PlayStation 5. PlayStation, go get those official plates, so I can cop those official plates. You know what I mean? So I can cop those, and I'm set, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty happy. Let me get these last couple super chats. Yo, No Cap Podcast, appreciate you for the $1.99. He says Lost Judgment goatee. I haven't started Lost Judgment yet. That's another game I need to start up and play. And the Optimus Back Sweat. He says Control Straight Fire better than God of War. Cap. That's cap. That's cap. That's cap. Sorry, bro. That's cap. But yo, man, we are at the end of the show. Listen, guys, we appreciate y'all coming through. Yo, Bari, man, give people the outro. Let them know what you got coming up.
Yo, let me know what is coming up. I'm gonna let you guys know what's coming up.
Oh, shit.
November 20th. Huh? November 20th. We are going to have the showdown of the lifetime here on the channel. Persona and I are going to be streaming, but I'll be commentating, where we're gonna have Gaming with Persona versus Up Chuck Gaming in Demon Slayer Kinetsu no Yaiba, the Hinokami Chronicles. Persona, do you wanna share that tweet real quick? Do you want to share that tweet? Hold on, I'm gonna send you a link, man. I'm gonna send you a link real quick. You know what I mean? Because I know it's gonna take a while for you to get up in there. So we're gonna share that link because you guys, I need you guys to be there. My man Persona said he's ready. He's ready to bust up Chuck. Chuck said he's ready. He's ready to bust up Persona. And me knowing Persona, Persona is a very prideful man, so I know he's gonna come out and he's gonna show out. And Chuck is a very prideful guy as well. He's gonna come out and he's gonna show out. So we're gonna be having a money match, guys, between Gaming with Persona and Up Chuck Gaming in Demon Slayer Kinetsu no Yaiba Hinokami Chronicles. I think both of them is putting $60 of their own. I'm putting $50 into this match. If you guys would like to donate to this match, head on over to paypal.me/the-official online arcade. You know what I mean? So any proceeds that we get through donations during the November 20th match at 6 p.m. Eastern time, it will go straight to the winner of that match. So whatever donations I get to the stream, I'm going to be sending that over to, Persona or Chuck, whoever wins the match, right away after the match. So I'll be commentating, guys. This is going to be a good one. I heard a little backstory here and there between the two, and I'm hyped. I'm hyped just to see this match because it's funny. They are using two of the newest characters in the game, Akaza and Rui. So Persona, I sent you the link on Discord.
I found it too.
Go put that up right there. Go put that up real quick, man. Because I'm surprised that there's even a money match going on, but I'm hella excited that there's a money match going on, and I can't wait. So really and truly, I don't know what the else I'm gonna be doing later on the channel. Not too sure, but I know for November 20th, I'll be here commentating this match right here. I know that.
Yeah,
you don't want to miss that.
It's gonna be good, man. Cause Chuck, he that's my rival in this game after having some offline matches, and I'm like, oh nah, we got to make this official because we definitely need to get this going. So Chuck, he definitely gonna lose. He gonna collect his L's. Trust and believe. He's not ready, man. He ain't ready for
Chuck is losing $60.
Yes, he is because this new and improved Akaza that I'm working on.
Yes, sir.
He not ready. He not ready, man. Chuck not ready for this Akaza. Chuck, Rui, they better get ready, man, because the L's is coming, man.
You're wide open.
Hey, yo, that's funny, yo. So
that's
November 20th.
That move.
Yeah.
My man, that junk go full screen. So what? Boom! And it's armored. That's crazy.
So don't miss it, man. November 20th, Bari will be streaming. I'm gonna be streaming it as well, but it's more so Bari can have it on his because unfortunately, unfortunately, Demon Slayer doesn't have a spectate mode. So definitely check that out and watch that. And it's gonna be good.
When you guys are fighting, you guys definitely have to mute. Oh, I'll have the browser volume down because I know I'm going to be delayed by probably like 3 seconds because you're going to have it on the Ultra one, right? The Ultra.
Yeah, I'm having it on Ultra. Yeah.
It's going to be a little delay there, but we're going to make it.
Ultra's 1-to-1.
Oh yeah, okay, it's 1-to-1.
Yeah,
but I think it's only like a 1080p though. You can stream
That's
it.
That's fine. Yeah, I'll change the aspect ratio and all that before it goes.
Nah, I mean this game is great, man. Like I'm really pissed off right now. Like I haven't played it in the past 2 days because these dudes. Right, so I get into these matches, right? And then the game just automatically disconnects and it gives me a disconnect. So I was like, you know what? No, I'm clipping that because you're not going to put a disconnect in there and I know I ain't disconnect. So it happened 3 times, bruh. 3 times. And now I can't play rank.
Yeah.
Can't play rank in the game, bruh.
That's crazy. That's hella disrespectful. No cap. Shout out to Blue Mustang. He says, great show, past the time while I was cutting grass. Glad we was able to, get you through your Saturday chores, man. Yo, Chuck, man, you not ready, bro. You not ready, man.
Yo,
You're not
Chuck,
ready. Get ready. You laughing. Yeah, get ready, Chuck. November 20th, man. Saturday, 6 p.m. Eastern. Do not miss it. The grudge match of the century. 1st to 10. Demon Slayer. Akaza versus Rui. Get hype! And yo, man, for me, man, I'm gaming with Persona. COD Sundays. You know, I'm probably gonna stream some COD this weekend.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna be honest, it's holiday time, man. It's the wind down time. Honestly, I don't know if I'm gonna do a show this week on my channel. When Persona Speaks.
I've been busy at work a lot, man.
Yeah.
Yo, you know what's funny with COD too? I really don't have like a fix on this COD yet, man. Like I don't have like a set gameplay or plan with this COD. It's
too sporadic.
That time to kill it is too much, man.
Yeah. Sometimes I find myself just like going through the motions or something, man. Like it's because I'm just like, yo, all right, I got a handle on this map because I do good, and then I get on the map again, and it's like I can't get a kill, or I'm losing gunfights. I'm like, bro, what is going on, man? Listen, I love the game. Don't get it twisted. It's just certain maps are terrible. Subpen, DOS House, I think are the worst maps in the game.
Oh yeah,
like
facts.
those are I will not play on those maps no more.
I will play DOS House over Subpen for sure.
Like DOS House and Subpen garbage. But I think also it's like I've only used the STG. I've got like 4,000 kills with this STG already, bro. And it's like, yo, I can't use no other guns. And I don't really have I have a problem with that because of the balancing, but it's just that like, yo, I think I'm doing good and then I'm not. And then like, I do good like 2 or 3 matches and then I'm getting washed. And it's just, and I don't think there's any skill-based matchmaking in this game.
Everybody good with this game because you can kill somebody with 2 bullets.
I don't know. I just feel like there's no skill-based matchmaking because like every match is sweaty, bruh. Pause. Every match is sweaty. So I don't know.
And you know what I did this morning? I turned off crossplay, man.
What?
I had to do it, man. PC dudes. Yo, the last match we played before this game. He's bragging about cheating.
Oh yeah.
My man glitched the game where he's a level 1 and he has all the guns on lock, diamond camo and everything. All of the attachments on lock and all that in the guns. And this dude was like, I don't see a problem. It's a glitch in the game. Look it up on YouTube. I said, yo, you're cheating.
Yeah, that's crazy.
This is live in the game. I recorded it live in the game, bro.
Crazy.
That's a minute to cheating. I turned that joint off, man.
Yeah.
Hey, it was a PC dude too. It was a PC dude.
Yeah, it was a PC guy. Yo, Chuck, man, appreciate you for the $4.99. He says, Rui boys. You spelled Akaza wrong, Chuck. You might want to fix that.
Yo, Rui is the definition of a Chuck character. Man. Yes, I don't know why they keep putting this dude's characters in these games, bro.
Yeah,
this dude long range, annoying ass character, man.
A tracking super. It's like, yo,
this super is crazy good too, bro.
It's best super in the game. That's definitely the best super in the game, hands down. Best super.
Yeah, you would get sniped with it, yo. It's crazy.
Sir. I did get sniped with it. That's why I know. But yo, man, listen, we appreciate y'all so much for rocking out with us on this Saturday. We hope we can make y'all Saturday morning into early afternoon pleasant and good with some good gaming news, PlayStation news, and topics and whatnot. Listen, man, what's up, PlayStation episode 61 in the books. We appreciate y'all coming through, rocking out with us, man. Hope we see you guys, next Saturday, same time, same place, same crew, the WUPS crew. I don't think we're doing a show Thanksgiving weekend. I think Thanksgiving weekend.
The 27th? No.
Yeah, no show Thanksgiving weekend and no show Christmas weekend.
No.
And probably New Year's weekend, to be honest with you.
Christmas falls right on a Saturday and New Year's. And Christmas and New Year's will take a 2 week.
Yeah, we take a 2 week break and come back fresh in the new year. So yeah, so Thanksgiving, the weekend, that's the 27th. No podcast, guys, and we'll reiterate this on Twitter and all that as well. And then Christmas Day and New Year's Day, which both those fall on a Saturday. No show, no show, no show. Enjoy it with your families and just have some fun. Open up presents and whatnot. So yeah, guys, listen, appreciate y'all. Please be safe, and we'll see you guys next Saturday again. What's Up PlayStation Podcast, episode 61. Podcast for the community, by the community. And we'll see you guys next Saturday. Be safe. Enjoy your weekend. Peace.